Welcome, everyone. We're back for another episode of the GG Millions. It's episode 53 today. We got the man Nate Hill in the building. Join us, Nate. How are you?
What's up, everybody? What's up, Jeff? I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm good, doing good. Had a little bit of a late night. Was playing at the Hustler Live. I'm in LA, your neck of the woods. Had a good time there. A few too many drinks, but I'm recovered and excited to watch a high stakes buy-in tournament, $10,000 buy-in, where the winner today is going to take over $400,000. Very, very excited to have you here. We got to play together in a cash game. This is a tournament, so we're going to be picking your brain about your tournament knowledge today and get ready for the World Series of Poker, which I think you said you're going to be partaking in. Maybe some of it or the main. Is that locked in or no?
If I am around, I will be participating in as many as I can for sure, and definitely the main.
I love it. Well, there we go. Today, 2.1 million, 217 in the prize pool. Again, we are going to see some familiar faces, multi-time winners here, and a big payout to first, 434,000, with ninth getting a guaranteed 54,000. ICM, it's more of a tournament thing. We'll talk about that. I know you are aware of tournaments, but you do play more cash games, so we'll be talking again through the tournament strategy. 9 of 217 remain. Play to a winner today. This is every Sunday. Plays to the final table, pauses, and then finishes with a winner today. As you can see, there is the final table list there. 13 blinds. Arends, world-class player on the short stack. Vousden, often regarded as one of the best to ever do it in the online poker streets here, with 150 and a huge lead, almost double second place. We'll see how that plays out. Bruno Volkman, very talented Brazilian. Michael Jozoff, who's been on the show multiple times as a guest. Good to see him at the final table. Also having a lot of success live. Going to be rooting for him today, and we will see some other players. Duco Haven, I believe, has won twice, 2 times, and 2 titles. He's made a final table. That was from a prior season. So we are going to go ahead and kick off the action right in there. We have got the final table going, and we got Queen 9 off. Not a traditional open, but hey, with that chip stack, we're going to see a super aggressive style of play. You can guarantee that from a very experienced Samuel. And how about red or black? You're good for a dinner. I might even catch you before we're out of LA. So you good for that?
I'm going black. Black all day.
Going black, and then we will. This will not be called this hand. This is going to be an
Sam call this off? No chance.
Nah, too much. It's a little too much. I mean, it starts getting close, but he's just, he's trying to just get that.
He's messing around with the big stack.
Yeah. He's gonna see what he can get away with, see what he's able to do, and that.
Jan's running hot. Actually, running really cold. He's about.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, exactly. It looks good with the 8s, gets to play, but I think off of this stack he will min raise, and then he might be able to get away. I guess there is a world where he jams on the 3-bet here with his stack, thinking he might have some fold equity and be in a flip worst case a lot of the time. Although, as we see, he would have 2 outs, so he would be a big dog if he were to play for all of it. As
what are the blinds right now? Is it 30-60? Yeah, 30-60.
30-60 upper left of your screen. You can see at every 20 hands, the blinds do go up. It shows you how far away that is. And there's, again, the prize pool, next prize, and the payouts in the lower left of the screen. We are going to see he's taking his time, using a little time. It goes for the all-in. Interesting. Looks a little weaker. I think that is it's an interesting strategy, right? To just 3-bet smaller. It might look like
he's trying to make it look like ace queen, ace king.
Yeah, or like maybe 7s or 6s or some kind of lower pair that just wants to fold. So he does not get Jans to bite, though. He doesn't even think long over it, and he does get out of the way. So that is a pickup for Duco. Nice fold from Jans, and we are still not with a flop, and we're still 9-handed here.
That was like a snap fold. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are so good. These guys are so good at the tournament. They just kind of have their mind made up a lot of the time in situations and know, with their stack size. You think a lot of them
have info on each other as well?
Yeah, that's one of the things about big fields versus smaller high roller type fields, where this is the same. There's 200 entries, and some of those are multi entries. So you're gonna play with a lot of these guys often. Whereas in a World Series of Poker event or some of these large tournaments that take place, you're just thousands of players you may never see. You play with some you might never get to play with again, or these big online fields, right, that have thousands of runners. The same thing. Whereas here, these guys play frequently with one another and are familiar with their games. See, Queen
10 has to open here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sad, but it has to.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's one of those you kind of get a penalty if you don't. You know you're gonna
Right.
get played back at sometimes. And Jozoff with the nice sixes there. He is just gonna play for a call. They're deep enough, and he has doesn't want to get crazy there, so he does just take a flop and does get out flopped as the 10 pairs for Ilya.
Yeah.
And we have a flop. So what is that? That is black. You get to choose. You can take first pick or second and third, and then we'll alternate all the way down to the end. So
Give me
you
first
can
pick.
choose. You got it. Who I don't have to ask really who you're
I'm
going
going
with
Sam. Samuel
I like it. That's
commanding chip lead.
it's a smart pick. All right, I will take. I'm gonna go with Ilya with the 3 point. Oh man, actually, oh man. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try. I might actually go this way. Yeah, I'll go Ilya and Bruno with
Sam,
the
don't raise this. Okay, good call.
2.5. So he's got So I get those two now. We just alternate all the way through. Your pick, Mel.
Okay, you got Bruno and who? Ilya.
Ilya.
Give me liberty or give me death. Let me see the chip counts real quick. No one's talking about. Give me Duco.
Wow, going Duco
Fedor
Haven.
Russian.
I mean,
Fedor Russian.
he sees he's got the titles, so he likes it. I'm glad you took him because I wanted to get Jozoff, who's been on the show multiple times, and I like his game a lot and gonna be rooting for him. So I'll take Jozoff, and then you still have what you can
Hold on. Is Jan's about to go crazy here?
He's got the double. I mean, listen, this is a good
Double gutter, backdoor diamonds.
Yep. Double gutter, sneaky, the 6 or the 10. Good. Although as 10s happen to be in a fantastic position blocking, he just calls, doesn't go for
sucks.
the check raise. Could have been a good time to take it down, but this is going to be I mean, he wouldn't have got the 10s to fold, so he does actually. And for his perspective, it worked out well because he would not have shaken this player here. Al, we'll call him. It's a tough last name to pronounce. He's going to go ahead and put it to the test, and Jans does fold. So it is your pick. You get to choose next again.
Give me Promoking.
Promoking, nice stack, 2.8. Okay, that leaves us with, let's see, Jans and Fausto, right? I will take Fausto, and then I guess you get you get Jans. I think you got
Give me
5.
Jans jamming right now with ace 10. This is for sure a jam.
Yeah, open and against again. This just
late
short
open,
stack.
Short stack.
Chip leader feels like a really confident spot to shove, and actually, again, just not a Samuel, not with a premium hand, not even with an okay hand. Sort of
it's a great spot to take this down. No way Sam calls it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little 10 blinds too much. So nice pickup for Jans. He is going to get that picked up in audience again. It will be $50 or $100 giveaway. If one of my selections win, you will get a $100 GG ticket, and if one of Nate's win, you're going to get 50. So that will be what you guys are rooting for. One of the players that I've selected, and we will be playing to a winner again here with this $10,000 buy-in from Sunday and 434. No deal making, Nate. This is straight up no there's some software that you can usually make a deal, but in the GG Millions, it's pure. It's just straight up. The payouts are as is, and there's no way to facilitate deals.
Well, what if they text each other and say, "Hey"?
That of course, but yeah, it's not done by the site. It's not broken out, right? It's like, some of these guys do know each other, and I'm sure that may happen at times. But today, you can see about $100,000 difference between first and second. Going to be a big heads up battle, and I did see some comments about. In the chat from yesterday, I did get a little out of hand. Did have a lot of fun, and it was a 10K buy-in as well. It was a sit and go type format. It did end up taking it down. It helped me bubbled, and it was a lot of fun. That was a really exciting show.
Bubbles,
I was telling you, Nate, I feel like I know I just say I don't drink much, and then the 2 times I've been on stream like in a long time, I was having some cocktails, but I had a good time.
That's fun though.
It was fun. It is. I got married. I got 2 kids. Like I'm not out there as much getting around, having fun with playing poker, and it's fun to get out there. And a great group of guys. It is.
A couple drinks is more fun than sitting there and trying hard.
It's allowed. It's definitely allowed. As we are going to see again, will Sam go with the 10-6 suit? I think he is. I mean, he's just got the license to raise, and he is going to run into a real hand. But again, one of the things with Promoking, even with the ace queen off, is such a strong hand. It starts getting close. Do you want to 3-bet out of position?
It does.
Build a pot. Do you want to start risking your stack? He's actually in third, and he doesn't want to tango with the chip leader. So you see that. So this is one of the functions of raising light when you're the chip leader is you actually don't get played back out of that. So now here he is in a spot where the equity is actually not that far behind. He's going to be in position with the 10-6 suited. So he is going to have a chance to to do well here, and ace 10 going to complete pretty close, right? It's a little too much hand to fold, but you also know you're going to be dominated a lot,
You
as
know
is
you're
the
crushed.
case. Yeah.
Especially that small blind call is fishy.
Yeah, it's a strong hand there. He's gonna have a
It
pair,
is.
some broadways, ace jack, ace queen type hands as he does flat, and no player connects with a pair, and he's gonna come out betting. And again, ace queen, tough spot. You think you got the best hand a lot here? Probably
You
gonna have to
do.
call one, but you're gonna be guessing a lot, and it's a tough hand to play.
I think you got to call at least once though.
Yeah, yep, does come in for a call, and there are
This
some
would be a sick
turns.
raise here.
Would
Duco,
be
no balls.
doesn't go for it there. He elects to pass. Now ace queen, this is a little bit of a better card for the ace queen. This is going to be less likely your opponent, you feel a little
Yep.
safer. He doesn't have a deuce, and if he doesn't have a king, now you have ace high, and the chip leader, who we know is opening wide as we see, has that. So this is going to be curious if Vousden goes for a big bet here, or he
Only
just
losing to
decides,
pairs.
yeah, decides if he just doesn't want to take a crack at this. And he does check back. Ace queen
This is my guy
feels
promo.
pretty good. I'd say he's got to feel still out of position. It's always easier to see the cards. He's got a decision here to check or maybe block or bet, but I think he's going to
Feels like
probably
a check call, right?
yeah, check the side. I mean, depending on sizing, I don't think Sam's going to go for a bluff on this particular
Got to go like
action.
1.2 if you want some fold here.
Go with that Adamo over bet. Yeah, that's possible. But nah, this is a one. Just Promo King's going to get to the river. Samuel did a good job there, just getting to see all cards in position, and on the deuce turn didn't want to go barreling off without maybe a lot of spades. I think he would, and
Just
obviously
a
a 10
bad
or
bluff
6.
card.
Yeah. Yeah, good. I agreed. Don't think that was the one to go with here, as we are going to see another open. King 10 off the taxi cab. Going to go ahead and
This
fire
should
it
work
on
though.
up.
This should work.
He's got not much to defend with there. Bruno in the deuce 3 off in the big blind, guy who plays high rollers and one of the biggest
Oh
Brazilian
man,
crushers
gets
out
the
there.
open ended.
It's a good flop. If you're going to defend 2-3 off, definitely an above average flop.
That's the thing with the ante format. It's like big blind never wants to fold to a min raise. Play everything.
Yeah, it's close, right? It's a close spot. They see different strategy, different styles. Some players defend wider, some defend tighter on the big blind when they're closing the action. Also multi-way pots, things to consider. But again, just deeper here. He's got chips. Decides he's going to go ahead and peel one off. As the King 10 doesn't love this board. Neither player with a pair. King high is good, as we are
He
still
just
going to
2x?
be
Yeah, he did.
putting on pressure, just putting the pressure on and taking it down. I mean, again, Samuel is one of those guys. He's been around. This is one of the players that has been here since day one, really in online poker, just sort of synonymous with winning. He just is a guy that many give the title as, it's hard to say the best, right? But in that top echelon caliber player who just really just seems to always be there, always have chips, and is just a dangerous player, as he shows again what he is capable of with a huge lead to start this final table. He's going to work. What's he raised? He's raised literally like 9. I think every hand, but maybe 1 or
80%.
2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Queen 8,
Okay.
not enough. Under
the gun too. 9-handed, just like, yeah, good discipline there, as he would have woke up to a big hand here with the Kings. Gonna go ahead and
all the
come
10s
into
are dead.
play.
Queen 10 is pretty though. That deep is probably a call.
It is pretty well. See, he has like 23 big blinds, and then there's another 4 players behind the act. So I think this is very close. I mean, for sure,
Definitely
if they were
Raise
deeper, he actually decides not to flatten 3-bet, which I do actually prefer.
It's not terrible.
Flat. I think that's a better play. And as it turns out, he's going to run into a buzzsaw here with the top of the range Kings. And he has a decision to flat or go ahead and click it back. I mean, I think either option works. You are out of position. It is Kings, not aces. It's a little more vulnerable, and let's see what he's going to come up with here. He does go for a re-raise.
A little click back.
Promo King, not
Tank
what he wanted
fold.
to see.
Tank fold incoming.
That chess clock, he's using it, right? They're down already. He's used 8. He's out the door with the Queen 10 suited. Took a shot, but got played back at. Yeah, no, it's it makes sense. You know, it happened to be he ran into the thing, but you gotta, you know, they say it's like if you're just playing the premium hands, it's hard to get this deep in the tournament. Of course, these guys are making moves, they're playing pots, they're going for it in spots, and we get to see again. Sometimes timing, it's just part of the game. People wake up with hands, and sometimes you gotta get out of the way.
Mr. Aggressive flops top pair.
That is a good flop, and also Duco with the wrap around that 10 there. Some turn cards, diamonds as well. He's got the jack over to the 10. Samuel
seems like
flops.
a C bet here.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna bet. It'd be interesting if Samuel decides to start putting it up, put pressure on now, or just call. I mean, it's definitely a reasonable check raise, right? There's gonna be some 4-5s. He'll have ace 4, ace 5, or he might have some bluffs in there, and he's at top pair, top kicker. Also, Duco not that deep, and he realizes Duco's probably gonna check back a lot of turns, and he just decides to, if he was bluffing, and you know, he doesn't want to make him get free equity here. So this is a nice raise and puts Duco in a tough spot, right? He doesn't really have much going on. Can't get too cute to float here.
No.
He's short.
He doesn't have enough money.
He's thinking though. He's not. He's taking some time. He is thinking. This would definitely. I mean, he is really. I think that's part of what he's thinking is like the draws there. He beats some, you know, he beats the 4-5. He beats 5-6. Maybe some check raises that are light, but gets out of the way.
He's also seen Sam play every single hand and raise every hand, so it gets annoying. He's a good one.
Say hello to everyone in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We got both of us happen to be in LA. We are not at the same location. I saw someone in the chat say, that's right, Richard, you got it right.
We got Mike Doe saying, I'm way out of my depth here. Mike, please, brother. Played 10 high-stakes tournaments, cashed in 4 of them. Played against the best. Came out on top. Game's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. It's fun, man. It's really fun. And here we're getting to see some big hands. Queen King definitely in these positions. You got cutoff button. Queen King could elect to get aggressive and rip it in here. And actually, as it turns out, he would wake up with a flip because jacks would not fold. And you know, this would be a reasonable hand. Again, position wise, cutoff button, little wider ranges. And if you have King Queen off, it's not a terrible hand, a 4-bet jam as a bluff.
He's never flatting here, right?
I don't think he will flat. No, I think he's going to shove or fold, and it's really close. You can see he's using that. Again, we get that representation. Austria in Brazil representing that again at the final table. They pretty international flags today as he makes a nice lay down, makes discipline, and does get out of the way.
Suited, he might send it.
Yeah, or call. That may be considered Queen King.
Yeah, that's probably better.
But tough spot, good discipline so far. No fireworks, no all-ins. We are still 9-handed, and we are going to be getting down to a winner this afternoon. Hope everyone's enjoying. We do have giveaways. On Twitter. Actually, I got to see if that is out. Jeff Bros Poker pinned tweet. Let me see if it's available. Should be up soon. And then we will also have the $50 or $100 GG ticket, which will give you info. Hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying. We got, again, Nate Hill, a treat today, coming in to break down some tournaments with us. When's your next confirmed game or stream, or what's your schedule looking like poker wise?
I don't know, potentially playing the Hustler on Thursday, but not confirmed yet. I played last Thursday and I played so bad, dude. My head was just in bits. I don't know. I felt like you were a little hungover and just brain fog, and that was a rough one.
We're gonna see this one. Ace 10s. Jans gets in the position, and the ace is gonna arrive. Needs now a 10, or he will be eliminated on a tough way to go out, and that is the river card jack. Close, but no cigar. That is gonna be a knockout. 8-handed Jans. Good game, great player. He is
my
out
guy,
the door.
Jans.
Is your night? Yeah, that was your sort of bonus. Now we each got 4 guys, and Sam, you also have Sam though, right? So that's,
I got Sam.
That's good.
I mean, Sam's winning this thing, man.
Listen, he's got a huge lead right now. This is definitely one of the bigger leads you'll see, and you saw that almost 2-1 at the start. With second place had 65. I believe he had 115 big blinds. So really nice lead for himself, and it's going well thus far. He's already up to 7.8. Just kind of like that graph is looking good. I mean, it's just straight up.
Did Ilya just flat it? Yeah, it looks like it. It's hard to limp fold, but there it is.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I mean,
Shit.
it seems like not. Oh, I was just gonna say it seems not fair to get ace king suited, but look, it is when you run into that, and that is how you say you can win. But that's why tournaments and poker are so crazy. This is literally one of the biggest coolers you can have. You got tier 1 ace king suited, tier 1 aces button, and Promo King can't believe what he's thinking. He's just thinking, oh, probably,
Two big stacks
Sam's just
too.
gonna raise. He's just got nothing again. He's just gonna fold here. But no, Sam has the goods too.
What are
And
you
he is
doing in
one of the
position here,
worst.
though?
I mean,
This deep?
Sam's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna be. This is gonna get in. I think. Like, I just think it's one of those spots where Promo King has to be so tight. But I mean, Sam's got. He knows like how wide. Samuel knows how he is perceived. That it's super super wide, and now he's at the top of his range with Ace King suited. So I mean, yeah, this is. I think this just goes in, and Promo King could just call. He could just call. That is definitely an option to trap here. But again, the ICM wise, it's huge because he is in second or third, let's call it, basically tied. So he doesn't really want to get too cute. He just wouldn't hate to win this pot, or get the money in if he can against a hand like this, queens, ace, king suited, and he's thinking how to go. And I'm actually not sure what he's gonna do. I think he's actually, because of this reason, gonna click it back, but he does go ahead and click it. Seeing less traps these days too with the ace. There's a time and a place for it, but also at final tables with the ICM, it's just a little less to be cute and try to, and this is, I mean, this is gonna be a big pot. I don't see a world where Samuel folds.
No, I don't know. Sam's running so hot. I think he might just take it down.
You just feeling he's gonna hit the 118 to 1 flop a flush.
Yep. Or we have a new chip leader.
Wow, there we go. It's just this is the old school, the click wars right here.
Yeah.
This is, what is this? We're on a 6-bet already. It was
just send it, dude.
3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet is a 6-bet. Got an early highlight hand coming your way here. Ace is to ace king suited. Got the finish flag.
That's why tournaments are funny.
UK. This is actually,
this does not happen in cash games. Like,
no,
you never just get these little clicks.
Promo King in the tank with the birds. He's got, and another one. This is okay. We're going for. We got a record. This is gonna be a record. I think Sam realizes at this point that it's not that he's not messing around. I mean, I don't think he's putting in the. All right, let's just go through it again. Was it open, 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet, 6-bet? This is a 7-bet, correct? Now we're back to Samuel. This is something we don't say often on here.
Is he gonna click it back? Oh, he went all in.
Yeah, he's in. There you go. And we are off. 6 million chip pot with 8 remain. Look at this. Needs help fast. Doesn't get it on the flop. Needs a backdoor, a 10, a king. Not the card he wanted. He's going to need the running kings, or this is going to be a 6 mil chop pot going to Promo King. And that is not a king. That is a spade. You got a little everything. Got a king. Got 2 spades, not 3. And Promo King is now your chip leader. And that is, you were saying he's taking it down. It is no guarantees. And that is hard to get Sam's money to put in a big pot. And it was aces to ace king suited. And now we have a new chip leader, Promo King. Sick. It's so sick, man. It's just such a sick game.
Just never folding either. Just not folding ace king suited there.
Nope.
Unless you're Phil Hellmuth.
That's true. That's true. He did make. You're right. Hellmuth would probably not have stacked off with ace king suited there. Right or wrong, I just he would have called
the one raise. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Flop the king and then tank folded.
Could have been the way he would have proceeded. I haven't seen Hellmuth on the GG Millions. He doesn't play much online, and he's in his getting ready for his WSOP mode here. He's focused, man. I know he's got 17. He's looking for 18. It is a long World Series, 6 weeks, a lot of poker to play.
It's brutal. Yeah, if you're playing all those,
it is a lot. Pretty good flop. Both players here connecting. Ace Jack gonna feel happy with the Jack, best kicker on the Jack Queen Queen, and 9-10 has a straight draw. 8 or king would give a winner. Got the second and third stacks, or I'm sorry, the chip leader and the third stack battling.
Could see another bet here. Check's fine though. It's hard to like call on that board.
Yeah, I like to bet again because you're doing really well. Obviously against Jack X, hard to have a
Yep.
queen, and if you're gonna get a 2-street hand, you're gonna charge 10, 9, 10. And we are still 8-handed.
Ace
Ace
four.
4 suited.
What's your WSOP plans, Joe?
As of now, I'll go for the sort of second half. I'll be there June 25th until the end. That's my current plan, and maybe I'll come like the first week as well. But I won't be there the whole time. I won't be there the whole series this time. The last few years with kids, I've been going like 2 weeks, maybe play the main and a few other events.
Nice.
You said you're not sure, but you'll probably play the main.
Yeah, I might be doing something where I'm traveling, but if not, I'll definitely do at least like 3 weeks there or something. Get warmed up, then play the main.
And this is one of those ace four suited that is, yeah, I was gonna say that was one you could put it in as a big jam, and he does it, and he gets the ace queen to fold. There's your end of the day, ace queen. So one of those hands, ace queen, you could just flat instead of raise. For that reason, you open up the door, but really took the opportunity there to make an aggressive play.
The old parking lot hand. Sick shove from Promo though.
Yeah, that was again, it's one of the better bluff candidate hands to do, but not everyone takes it. And he's got the chip lead, and he decided, hey, I'm gonna put the pressure on here. He did it, went for it. Ace queen now here, gonna open, basically an all in.
Come on, Bruno, question mark. I mean, it's hard to call with ace queen off.
Yeah, that's why I think, again, Bruno knows that that's a mix for sure. He's going to flat there, sometimes not 3-bet, but he 3-bet and found out and got kind of the wrong info because
it seems like it was very much decided when he 3-bet that if he gets shoved on that, he's folding. Like he had a plan.
Yeah, and there is merit for that. You do find out a lot of time where if you are up against like kings or ace king and maybe actually lose less than flatting, and then you flop an ace or flop a queen, and you get in some big trouble. So again, the downside of that is when you do get semi bluffed with a hand like that, ace 4 suited. We see aces getting tossed around, and Jozoff, singing his praises, he is going to get a very unfortunate timing here. And honestly, Samuel may just flat this. This is a scenario where the bet is bigger, you're in position, you're covering. This is maybe makes more sense to just flat. At the same time, you might think that Jozoff isn't bluffing, and he can just get the money going against a cooler situation or certain hands. So this is, again, I would think this would make more sense to flat, but let's see.
I think so too, especially given his image where nobody's going to respect how many times he's raised.
And Jozoff, this is not the fun part. You get flatted, you're out of position. This is actually a pretty good flop for him because ace king is not a hand that Samuel would have. He would just re-raise that particular hand. So it's like, does he have king queen suited? Does he trap aces? He's blocking aces, and now he flops a 9 on a king 9. He also is beating hands such as like 8s or 7s, but I think he would be more inclined to think that 8s or 7s wouldn't just call pre his re-raise. So I'm curious what he puts him on, but this is not a good spot for the aces. That is a shot of life,
going all in.
That gets him with some backup now, where he is in potentially as outs. He's got outs.
Probably thinks he's bluffing at this point.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm curious. Jozoff with stack the pot ratio. That's called the SPR. It's literally less than 1. So I mean, interesting spot. Jozoff kind of in no man's land though, right? It's like either he's realizing he's probably way ahead or way behind, and it's kind of it's not so fun when you're just guessing. And Samuel's so capable. You just don't want to believe he has aces though, because you have the ace, right? So it's like the traps aren't that many.
Is he jamming with jacks, 10s from the button?
Yeah, exactly. That's why again he doesn't have ace king, so it's sort of it's a tricky one. So a little bit of a weird spot. He's going to go ahead for another bet.
Tiny bit.
It is a small bet, and now Samuel going through and calls in a clean river as Samuel's got himself a check mark, and Michael is now going to be a bit confused because he's getting called. He had the spade draw. So what does Samuel actually have here? This I mean, if you're from his perspective, this is not fun. You're kind of really like, you kind of realize it's likely not great.
It looks like you're getting trapped.
And
he's never folding tens or whatever.
I mean, ace nine suited on the king 9-5-3 run out with this small blind versus button. It is going to be interesting. Samuel, when he puts it to the test as he does. Hey, Michael.
Oh, he calls.
Oh, he does call it off. Yeah, he does. I think he's got a little too much hand there, and the player's just capable. He does call it off, and it is going to be GG there as Michael will go out.
GG, Michael.
8. Good game, man. Again, multi-time commentator for the GG Millions and does a bunch of high stakes work, and he is a guy you will see back. He is going to be back, and again, nice score for him. Very nice score.
He's just putting Sam on a pure float bluff. Then it's like
tough, man. I don't see that
one. Spade draws, like
that's the one. That's one I'd like. That's one to look at and talk with some people about, because that's close. I just think that again, you start thinking about what does he have. It's sort of like the king queen suited, so maybe even king queen off he would rip in pre. So like there's not too many king X that he thinks he has there, and then the traps again. What traps is it? Maybe. What is he just calling the re-raise with? It's sort of like aces and you block aces. So I can't blame him, but I just don't know what bluff. I'm trying to think what bluffs that he would have there. Right? That's like you're saying he blocks the spades.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a tough spot. Listen, these guys are great. Something's got to give.
They're
nuts. It's like
exactly.
It starts getting really like, and they know each other well as well. So it's there's always that to consider here as we see a weak ace, and he is going to go for the open jack 10 suited, pretty looking hand, but we see the queens lurking in the big blind.
Nice fold, Lasouskill. So many people like to play those like jack 10 suiteds out of position. Just get a little flat in, try to sneak in. Well, queens is gonna rip it here.
Yeah, so with the queens all in, ace too soft with the flatter behind, he is probably now the price is still wouldn't have been good enough, but threes will have an interesting decision because they're going to realize they're flipping. There's extra money in the middle and may talk themselves into calling. I think what it would be like, oh no, okay, so he doesn't even go all in.
Doesn't rip it, wow. Trying to give Promo some rope here.
I think Promo's going to get out of the way, but there is some extra money out there. He could talk himself into a flip with a little bit of a price, a little extra money incentive, but I don't think he's going to go for it. What do you think?
I think he's probably folding here. I think the 600's fishy.
Yeah. It's just he went for a little set mine and now bailed on the plan as didn't get to do that. Samuel's still 7 million, is actually back into the chip lead, essentially tied with Promoking. So 2 huge stacks. Ilya sitting comfortably 3.4. Bruno took a little bit of a hit, gonna get a chance for some more chips here as he gets queens on the button. Such a beautiful sight. All the Brazilians out there, Boatardi, good to see you. Prazer, the Brazilians are a unbelievable record in this field of GG Millions. Every week there's almost a Brazilian, literally I think 95% of the time. I'd say Austria is like 98 or 99% of the time, as we see 2 today, 1 left repping that flag. Which countries have you been around? Oh yeah, no, this is like the big pair party out here. This is literally like we've seen aces, kings, queens. This has been just, you're bringing some heat. These are like super premiums.
What were you saying?
I was saying country-wise, are there any players like you played with in cash games frequently, or countries that you give a lot of respect?
A lot of Spaniards playing poker, and they're always serious. No, they're never just like chilling and having fun. They're like locked in at all times.
Yeah, They play a strong brand for sure. Mateos gets another win at the Triton event there in Montenegro, an absolute crusher as kings in the big line with a raise and a 3-bet. You gotta love it. And the ace 10, they're each actually blocking each other's ace there, and the ace 10 off going to get out of the way with this action with the raise and going to be coming in for a re-raise, and he does click it. Wow, really small.
Fold probably.
Really small click.
I mean, yep.
Picks it up. Just picks it up. My man is just he's a chip magnet. He is just absolutely feasting.
He was
today.
He was down to like 3.6 or like 4 once promos doubled up through him. But he's back up there.
Yeah, Johnny, I'd love to play some, man. I am in the listen, I would love to play more. Just I am not in a jurisdiction where I can do it. And when I travel, when I'm in Brazil, when my wife's Brazilian, that's one place where I go for an extended period. I can play some there, and it is fun, man. I miss playing and streaming on Twitch. Is that something about Twitch, Nate? I forget, like, people may not know you as well here because you aren't a professional poker player. You are a professional gamer. You stream for a long time in some of the biggest audiences, and you've done a lot. Is that something you would do more streaming of? Is poker? Have you done, how much streaming actually in poker have you done? Like when you stream on Twitch?
When I lived in PA, I did stream a little bit of cash, just like very casually. Like I didn't even put a delay on, so I could have been getting stream sniped and getting crushed. But yeah, I like it. But again, it's like you. There's not the really good tournaments that you can play in where I live. So I don't know. The prize pools are small and like the player pools are small, and you have to do it through like Bitcoin and stuff. It's all weird.
Yeah. A6 going to be top pair, taking it down. Important pot for our friend there. Is he is rocking? Is that the Montenegro flag, I believe? Let's see. I think that is right. That name's hard for me to pronounce. That is Montenegro, a Lasouskill. He has actually took down a title this season in the GGMillion. Again, episode 53 today. Also, Jans Arends has taken down before. He is no longer in the tournament. We've got Samuel Vousden has won twice. And I think, who else did we mention? Bruno Volkman. Has Bruno Volkman not won? I thought he's won twice in season 1. Okay, so yeah, a lot of winners today, a lot of former winners, huge earnings on here. Some of these guys 15 million, 13 million in earnings live. I think Bruno might be the #1 all-time Brazilian money earner live as well. Duco Haven, 2-time winner too. A lot of people picking up titles today. Promoking looking to get on the board. He's got a good chance, but Samuel right back into that chip lead.
Who's our smallest earner? Our smallest earner total is Fausto, the Austrian. Oh, he's looking to, if he wins today, he'll eclipse the $1 million mark, or even second.
Yeah, good point. He's the only one not in the 7-figure club. 15 million Jans Arends on GG, 9.9 for Duco Haven in earnings. So going to cross that 10 million marker most likely today. 2.6 million for Lasouskill and 18 million for Samuel on GG. I mean, if you really start thinking about how crazy that is, right? We're talking about one site. We're not talking about,
that's not their Hendon. Yeah.
We're biased because I love GG. And GG, we know it's the best software, best guarantees, best all the jazz, but there are other sites, and 18 million on this one alone, right? This is like, we're disgusting. Talking about like from all the other sites from back in the day. I mean, GG hasn't been around that long, so we're, think about all the other sites.
Yeah, some of these guys are playing.
They like back in 03, 04.
Black Friday, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When did you get into poker, Nate? What was the first time you found the game?
I've been playing since I was like 10. And wow. I was even playing on some of those sites a little bit back in the day with like Christmas gift cards and stuff. Ran up a little bit of a bankroll, and then it all disappeared.
But you're at least you got in the early days, you know. You got in like you got some of the golden era of poker where the money was sort of just being given. Now people
Yeah.
are better. Like I think it's in a healthy place. New people are coming in. There's also some. I think that the standard, the level at a basic level has gotten so much better. So much information, so much starting range hands that people have cleaned up. Right, that's a huge problem. People do like just playing bad hands. You know, like from the wrong positions. I think this is just something that is inherently made everyone a bit stronger because they're just not making so many pre-flop mistakes, which is a big part of the game. But again, there's just a lot of people coming into poker, so there are a lot of beginners right now. The game seems healthy
For sure. Do miss all those old sit and goes and stuff, but it is the game's definitely in a good spot.
Johnny saying he laughed when I fell on the floor. I actually got to see that clip. I did take a little tumble yesterday. That was I was rushing back, and yeah, it was like it was a proper wipeout. It was pretty good. Like it was. I got to say, it was a bad fall. So fun though. Good time yesterday. Hustler does a great job. Ryan Feldman, those guys had a lot of fun. You've played a lot there. What's your biggest cash game pot you've played in your life?
Biggest pot, I think was close to like 48K, and I lost.
Mm.
I think it was just it was just top set versus flop straight against the guy who was just tossing money away. I did not pair up.
Isn't it crazy like that? Like you hit a hand and you're like, oh, and they should never have
Against the
anything. And
fish.
they're ready to put it in with middle pair, like
Yep.
drawing dead, and then they just somehow have you beat, and you're just like you're stunned. It's
Yeah.
just like I've been there. But yeah, that's a big pot. Yeah, it's again cash games, tournaments. It's poker, and it's a beautiful game. It's oftentimes we love it. Sometimes it's not as fun, and you know it is a beautiful game. And this is again, you're seeing the best in the world battling today on GG Millions, and we see a 4-spade board, no player with a spare,
spade.
no spade, but one each have a piece of the board. Samuel with the ace-9, trying to think, do I have showdown value? Do I need to bluff? What does my opponent have?
What was the flop action? I think it was check, bet, call.
Yeah.
So pretty easy for Sam to rep a spade here.
He's gonna go for it. He's gonna make a sizing that, you know, if his opponent doesn't have a spade, it's gonna be pretty much impossible to continue. So really nice recognition there of what to do, and back to 8 million. Just so crazy. In another good hand, we saw an ace-7, I believe suited fold, if I'm not mistaken, under the gun. But either way, the 10s are gonna open, and I mean, this is honestly a pair party. We have seen everyone with quality.
I think Sam's had like 10 premiums in what, an hour?
Yeah, and again, sometimes you don't like. You can see he's working, he's cooking without much needed ingredients, right? He's up there with 10-6 suited, winning pots, and he's doing so. Sometimes you don't want the big hands. He gets ace-king suited, and he loses half his stack, right? So that's the thing. Again, the best players, they find ways to create and make chips, and a lot of time it's not with the big hands. Here he goes, 8-5 suited. He's going to run into a hand, but you know it's he's in there, he's playing, and he gets flatted. Ooh, we might see a multi-way. Bruno, I'm curious.
The ace jack that ace queen, remember earlier? Like he rebet the ace queen off and then folded to a jam. And
different,
it's gonna be the same position.
It's under the gun though. There's an open and a flat versus just a pure open and later. So ace jack shrinks up there. Gonna fold as 5-6 suited. We'll go multi-way. 8-5 of spades maybe has a chance to take this down, you know, against a big blind range. He's gonna decide to show patience though. He doesn't just start blasting in. Promoking gonna have a good hand a lot of the time. The 10s still the best hand.
Yeah,
pretty safe card for 10s. Deuce, 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 king. Feeling better about his hand, I'm sure.
I don't think 10s are going anywhere.
Probably not, but now, like, if Samuel starts saying, hey, like, what king X does he bet? King Jack, King Queen. If he had flatted those, like, he decides, hey, I get to have ace king. You know, I could have aces. I'm under the gun. So he starts betting, and you know, to your point, a Promoking for this price,
such a good price. Anywhere,
but
yeah. We're 1 here.
So yeah, needs more help. Not gonna get any more cards to pull at as Samuel. Will he go for a bluff, or is he just gonna You know, kind of like I said, does he think he could get like sevens, eights, nines, possibly tens or jacks to fold here? I don't think so, but maybe he does go for a big bet. If he does, it would probably have to be
He
he goes.
does. He pots it.
I mean, this
How
is
often?
just. If I think about having tens here, though, do you
I
really want
know,
to
but
call? You're going to be down to 4.7 million. You're gonna like you just. It just looks like a king the line, and
he
wow,
just
I
folds
mean
it.
that is
This
just
Sam is
this guy. Sam is
crushing.
he's tough, man. I mean, you just can see how, and he knows, right? He knows he's just like
Yeah.
my guy doesn't have a king, and he probably puts him on his exact range of hands, sort of like that sevens, eights, nines, maybe even like an ace queen or something. And he just says, you know what, I'm gonna put the pressure on,
How
and they can't
many
call. And wow,
how many kings are just gonna check 2 king 2 flop though as the pre-flop raiser?
yeah. So he goes like delayed, c bet,
Yeah.
delayed, and then fires a
Delayed
big
C
pot bet
bet
on the turn.
multi-way.
Just savage stuff. And nines with the decision. And actually, I guess if he folds, eights would call, but if he calls, eights will probably fold. And I guess that will be. I think that's what the action we'll see. There's maybe I don't see why he would want to risk 1.8 million with eights
Yeah, I don't
third in. I mean, there is
love
some world
a
where he
jam here.
says there is some world, but I don't think so. And he's definitely not calling. I'd be shocked
No,
if he called. So
he
that I
jams.
see that world, and honestly, nines, he hates this.
He
This would be a
hates it.
crazy result if he folds. All of a sudden, he's going to
And the
get
eights
a
win.
flip with all that extra money. Oh my goodness,
He calls
nines
it.
are in big pot, makes a great flat, and then goes for it here as the
Oh
ace
my lord.
king in good shape. Side pot though, wow, he's got a lot. He's got literally got
Eight
the
of spades
spade
is dead.
draw. He's got a yeah. There's not many cards.
It's a spade.
Oh, it's a spade anyway. 10 spades, nut flush. Duco with a big triple, and actually Bruno gonna get some money as he will win too with the eights coming in. It actually was a
Yeah.
profitable hand for
Bruno comes
him.
up.
Bruno back to sort of above around where he started. He's got 2.5 million. Ilya with a nice ace nine suited on the button. And Sam, maybe you could argue that this is
He
that
is
would
the
have been maybe
best,
a fold. But yeah, that
but
was man.
that might be his first mistake of the day.
And there is a tweet out right now that is on my Twitter, Jeff Gross Poker. You guys can retweet that. Chance for $50 cash. Let me get the link for you.
Free money, chat.
What hey, giveaway. Those I'm telling you, so many poker players have taken it up from the $50 deposits or free rolls back in the day. It's why
Oh
not?
yeah.
Why not you?
Spin it up, chat.
There we go. Cash. And we have our giveaway as well, and a dinner bet. Hey, where would you? All right, well, talk to me about LA nightlife restaurants. Where's your go-to? What's like some spot? I mean, I haven't been here in a while, really, or out. What's
LA
a good?
restaurants.
Yeah, some like cool spots.
I like Mother Wolf a lot in Hollywood. Nice, like Italian, swanky vibe.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for like good atmosphere, Isabel in WeHo. Girl on the Goat's a nice one down in downtown. But the thing about
What's it
LA,
called? It's called Girl what? Girl
and the Goat. Yeah,
Girl and the Goat. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard
it's a
these.
nice
Okay.
one.
Nice.
I don't know much out your way in Venice, but the thing about LA, I have not been blown away by food out here, like restaurant food. Back in like Philly and New York, I lived most of my life, so I just say East Coast crushes West Coast when it comes to food. We got kings here.
This is crazy. This is honestly this is the most I've seen this many big hands in a long time. It's like literally every hand. It's like tens. If we don't see tens dealt, it's like shocking if it's not
Right.
better than tens.
This
And
is
ace
Sam on
six
the button
suited.
with a suited ace. Like,
It makes him so he just calls, doesn't three bet, would have got blown off. Interesting. And he actually is going to get a flop, which puts him in working striking distance, right? He's got the ace, he's got the 5, the 10. I mean, he might not think the ace is good, but he does get checked to. And scary board for
grabbing the
kings. You get
kings.
flatted. I mean, you don't love it. You just don't love like the hands you're getting flatted by here. There
You
are
don't
some
love
of
it,
these type of hands.
but you're definitely ready to get it all in here with the king of diamonds too.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, he wasn't gonna fold. It's just you're just a little worried that there's some stuff going on.
Some
There's
two
some
pairs. Yeah.
more probably not flatting like 7 8 7 suited or 8 9 suited, but he could have some sevens. He could have Jack 10 suited, possibly could have 8 sevens, 8s, 9s flat. Like even against the sixes or tens, they would flat. You could be you got to dodge some stuff. So you're just
Yep.
not. It's not like the deuce 9 board or the some really dry board. It's definitely wet, and he's going to slip it over again to Samuel, who may take some bait here. And that's a good card, really, if you think about it from the king's perspective, because now you could hook like an ace queen could flat you, or queen jack suited, or some type of hand like this. So this is one where you like this turn. I mean, scary again. The board is pretty connected.
Yeah,
He
it's
is
just
going
it
to
just
go
has to go
for
all in, right? Yeah.
yeah, and that is going to work that way. He is going to get some chips out of it. Nice hand there. Not been too
He's our
active.
guy.
I haven't seen a lot, but he is. Yeah, he's fighting in there. He's got fives. One of the weaker
All right,
distribution of hands we've seen.
yeah, I think this is the weakest deal so far.
Yeah, it's been just pure heat. Tier ones everywhere. Gonna fold the fives. I like that awkward stack. You got people behind. It's just not the play. That's I think probably like sevens, eights plus. Want to start raising there. We haven't really seen blind on blind today, like
No.
which is so normal to see
Is
a
Queen
lot
8
of
an
blind on
open
blind.
here?
It's because there's been
Yeah.
so many, yeah, like that, so many opens from Samuel. It's just not really having a just having a chance for some blind on blind. It's been so
I
active,
guess
and again, another good
Another
hand
good
for
hand.
Samuel to open, but
Sam's gonna
he's
lose
gonna
some
run
chips
into
here.
some better ones. Again, though, if you have ace queen, like how you have 2 million right now, are you really just like thrilled to just like 3-bet get it in? But at the same token, against Samuel, I think you just can feel that you're going to be doing well with that. But now Bruno getting a good price to come in, try to set mine here
I
with
like the flat.
sixes. Yeah.
And then just play it out.
Yeah, he's got the spade working,
Queen of
going to come
spade.
out betting.
Bruno in the weird spot.
Yeah, he knows how wide Samuel is. Definitely could have 10x for sure. He's got a lot of, I mean, he's just opening. Literally, he's got such a huge range pre-flop now. So he is going to call. 8 comes in.
Now Bruno in pure guess mode. But picked up the 9 out, so.
Yeah, I was thinking there's some world where he could lead there, try to just like shake some hands like this, deny equity, and also maybe get credit. But at the same time, he still just thinks he can have the best hand and doesn't want to get blown off. So let's see what Samuel will come with here. Doesn't like the card, and look at this.
Now he's got
the 10
6
rolls
high.
off. Yeah, he's got counterfeited. So this is frustrating for Bruno, who was actually looking in pretty good shape. It was sort of like a give up in a way at the moment, right? Maybe a spade.
Yep.
Same with Bluff Rivers with the 1 spade or some other cards, but now with the sixes,
Now he's
I think,
forced to bluff.
yeah, yep, he's got 6 high. He's gonna have to bluff. See what he goes with for sizing. And is it? I mean, it's a credible spot. You could have a 10 or a 7 easily here. How he played it.
Goes for the value bet bluff. Value blocker bet bluff.
Yeah, I mean, even if he had like 8 9 right on the flop, that now is an 8. So Sam, I mean, yeah, Sam just, you can say he's just suspicious. He's suspicious. He doesn't love it, but he does got away. It's kind of hard to think of many hands you're beating there with that action. Sixes being one, a low pair that just completed. Yeah, that
nice play.
makes sense. Yeah, good bet.
Not a lot of people have been betting into Sam. Kind of just check, letting him do the work. Duco. Cut off with 5s. Different story.
Yeah, this is different for sure. And we do see again the open though. King 10 just still relentless, relentless, relentless. Um, this is a
Yeah.
wow, gonna just take a stand.
Wow.
He's like, hey, you know what? This guy's just taking a little too much of the, been a little too active, and I'm just gonna go for it here. And this is definitely higher variance.
Definitely. Because you don't think he's doing that with like queens, right? Like
Well, he did it earlier with queens. You know, he did actually. I think he was the one that jammed right
he
on the open
overjammed like
where,
that. Like
yeah, with queens when someone open. Yeah, yeah, but again, listen. This guy's got game. Duco knows how to win. He's done it multiple times here.
oh yeah.
Puts it in, and this is a man. Just queens
Cooler.
and ace king. We got ourselves another big matchup here.
All
This is
right.
gonna
Flip a
see. We'll
coin.
see five here. Yep.
Who's winning? Wait, do you have both these guys? Duco and Lasouskill?
You got
So
to help
yeah.
me out, man. I'm a little foggy from last night.
I forget. I
The
forget.
draft. I'm trying to think too. I know. I have.
I have
I have.
Promo, Sam,
No, oh yeah, you have promo
Jans.
king. Oh, queen's ace king. Let's figure out. Let's
Oh, it's
see
a flip.
who's gonna
Yep.
be in trouble. This is for all their chips, basically.
I
Queens
like
do
queens
have
here.
covered. Queens in a good spot. Currently has to fade 6 outs, one to come, or we will be down to what it would
Yeah,
it
it's
be.
a
It's not.
two-sider.
It's not an ace or a king. That is gonna be knockout for Duco. He got a little momentum, and he got in a flip, and that will no longer be taking part there. You can see 91,000 going to add to his impressive resume on GG, as will go out and everyone guaranteed over 6 figures here, as we are down 2-6. We'll play to the winner. Nate Hill alongside Jeff Gross. We're having ourselves a nice final table. We've been seeing a lot of interesting
Yeah, fun
hands.
one.
There's the worst hand in the game. We've seen the best many times. Do 7 dealt in, and A6 Fausto been tight. Just going to get out of the way. And I think you might see I don't think he's been really going to go the limp strategy.
Yeah.
He's going to fold or raise even, and he just fold. That makes sense. Raising would be just a little bit. They're deeper and
7-3 is
just sort of
tricky open.
doesn't need to. Going to find a few hands to fold. That would be one.
You can't resist the 10-8 on the button here. No way.
Nope. And ace jack suit again might just flat because you don't want to really blow it up out of position. You got a good stack cooking. All of a sudden 3.6. You're really in the mix. We've lost some players, but everyone has some chips. No one's super short. Fausto 1.3 million. Everyone else fairly healthy here. And ace jack suited gonna whiff. Both players don't connect even a draw. And ace jack suited may just talk himself right on out of it. Yeah.
Don't hate it.
Ace 9, queen 9. Queen 9 the muck. Ilya opening up. Ilya also been on, had some good results here. Again, in terms of prior winners, we've got Lasouski's won, Samuel has won, and Bruno has won. I believe that's it from the players in the moment. 434, big prize pool, man. 434 grand from a 10K buy-in. This is, I mean, what did you play back in the day? Some Sunday Millions, or were you playing tournaments back online a long time ago?
I don't think I was playing any big MTTs. Just a lot of sit and goes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just a shame in the U.S. that you can't just hop on. Imagine, like, I know California alone would be the 3rd largest country in the world for action on poker or something. So it's just like, it's
There's
just
so many
crazy, you know,
players
for
out
the
here.
liquidity. Yeah, people love it, and yeah, it's it's just a wild time, man. It's just crazy. You can do sports betting now at a federal level. There's daily fantasy. There's all these things, but poker still quite hasn't caught on to be what just makes sense. And what we love is they got to
The one
jump through
thing
hoops.
that's not pure gambling is not allowed. Yeah. I don't get it.
Doesn't make a ton of sense.
Queen 10. Oh, the timing. Ilya. It's been pretty tight. Just goes for it. And snap raise all in. Good luck.
Wow. Ace King, take it down.
Phony says these people are too tight. Zero action. I mean, when it comes to these final tables, you don't have a lot of chips. You kind of have to wait and find good spots.
Man,
What are the
this has
blinds right
been
now? 80? Yeah.
yeah, they're 40-80. We are seeing some movement now. It's sort of again the Fausto getting really short in terms of big blinds. They're gonna have to make a move pretty soon, and now we're seeing a little more blind on blind. As you see, we're shorter handed, and there has been some people folding. Queen nine certainly not going to fold this. Probably going to go for. I would have assumed a limp, but you can just see the strategy sort of raise or fold. He's just playing that aggressiveness. And look, ace four off, not a particularly great spot to just be flatting because you know you can be dominated, and then
Yep.
you
That
flop
was a
the ace. It's
sizable
like,
raise too.
yeah,
It's not just a
really
min.
big. It's a nice. Again, it's so important when you're looking ways you can improve your game. You need to look about not just the position starting hands. You want to look about sizings. Why are players doing this? Why did he bet that hand where he bluffed the tens off, right? He didn't just bet 20 or 50% pot. He went pot. He's targeting a hand that really maybe mid pair that can't call. So the sizing is so important. What you're doing pre-flop, what you're doing after the flop, it really is important. Yeah, it's awesome to watch these guys, man. I love it. Like, it's so fun too because we get to see the cards, and it's like you can kind of predict what's going to happen a little easier, and you're like, oh yeah, do this or do that. But like these guys, you got to remember they're playing blind, they're playing their cards, and they just seem to make so many great decisions. It's just amazing how they do it.
It's fun to be a chat pro now and see what it feels like. Whenever I was like, wow, why'd you fold that? It's like, we can't see the cards, guys. These guys cannot see the cards. It's much easier for us watching. Oh, that's a good flop for Jag 5. Ace of diamonds might have to call once, too.
Big flop. Yeah, I mean, ace does have the ace of diamond, does have ace high, knows he's good. This player is just going to be so light so often. But again, like even against it, what if he has the 6-10 suited of whatever clubs, like, and he's betting here and you call, and then the turns, you're just like guessing. He's going to put pressure. He does get a diamond. And this is sort of a worst case scenario for Bruno, who floats, improves, and I mean, obviously could run off the runner diamond, but at the moment he's against trips and probably not going to be. He's not going to be getting most likely a free card, although Sam might not love the diamond, and he does check back. So this is interesting run out.
Bruno, throw out a blocker bet here, you think? No, just check. He's just going to check call. Sam can definitely go big. I think he will. He's going to pot it, at least, I think. Yeah, just flat out pot.
Not fun to be playing against a guy who knows capable. You do make top pair. You have a nut card in the hand, although it's a paired board. You do have the ace of diamonds for the nut flush blocking it. So you kind of got, like what does he have? Does he have 9-10? Queen 10 makes a straight. Did he miss 9-10? You have the diamond. This is a tough one. This is one where it just feels like the great players get it right. But when you got two great players, great bet, great bluffs, great calls, something's got to give. It is fun, and he does get it right.
Fold. I can't lie.
Yeah, because this guy's, he's selling, he's blasting. It's like you finally get there and then you fold. And like when you're getting bluffed, it's so bad, right? It's just such a huge to get pulled out and bluffed it really hurts. So when you get it right, it's just such a huge savings to your stack there. Really good decision making.
That's the classic in poker, though. You get there, but you don't get fully there, and you hit your just trap river, top pair, ace. Like, so many people make that call there. But that's why these guys are the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I am so impressed so constantly on here. It's almost in a way it's like it's great and it's what's the word? Instructional. It's exciting, but it's also like, man, you're like, these guys are tough. It's tough to get in there. And playing a 10K online, I'm curious what you think, but what do you think that calibrates to for live? Because I have like I know what I think, but like I mean, again, this is the top, right? There's not many bigger buy-ins online. This is every week, and it's the world's best. What would you say that you would guess that it would equate to live?
Well, me personally, I played 3 10Ks and I've cashed all of them. And these guys would crush me. So but the fields that I play in those 10Ks live are much bigger as well.
Yeah, you're playing like main event type stuff, like the Bahamas. We were down there, right? These
Right,
type of
stuff like
fields.
that,
Yes, where there's
where it's
thousands,
like
hundreds and
1,000
thousands.
plus, 2,000. So there are going to be just flat out weak
Well,
players.
that's what I'm saying though, is that the buy-in calibration is like this. A 10K online is probably like a 50K live.
Exactly.
Like the level of
Yes.
players in this. So
No, I think that's 100% right.
yeah, it's just like they're just on.
And
Yeah,
like you
these
said,
guys are
it's going to be
they're
the
machines.
same, 100 to 300 people every week.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of fresh blood coming in.
No, it's exactly. Yeah, it's not. It makes maybe some satellite winners. There are options for satellites, but you don't see it too often. I mean, look at the results of these players, right? You can just look at
Let's see.
go look at the bottom and see no one's really under 1 million in
Season
the
3
earnings.
satellites. Fausto has 3 satellites. Wait, Duco's satellited 22 times. Is that right?
What yeah, it looks like Jan's Arends 11. But again,
Jan's 11.
But if you think about that, that doesn't necessarily. There's a difference between satellite in and then needing to satellite in. So these guys are, they're probably playing like 500 to 1Ks. They're doing it because there's value. They find the satellites are probably softer. It's like, all right, instead of paying 10K, I might, I can get in for a few bullets, 2, 3, 4K worth, or whatever.
Duco might be cleaning up on these satellites. Like
22. That's a lot.
22
that is a lot.
Insane in just this season.
Yeah, that is wild.
Lasouskill seems like a call set mine here.
Was a limp, and yeah, I think that makes sense. And King Deuce somehow, because of the Ace Jack limp, is going to get in and come into the lead at the moment. Again, a weak top pair, not going to be really getting a drive action, but Ilya not going to love that flop. The King 9-3 multi-way, 2 players. He does have position, does go from best hand to, I'm sorry, second best hand to third best hand. 5s are ahead of him even. He is, yeah, I would think small bet or check, and even maybe more check with this exact situation. But as played, he's going to go ahead and bet, and there you go. Jack pairs the turn, gives him a little more hope, but not currently enough. He is behind the king.
See this going check.
Could or he could go
target a 9.
He target a 9 or like a Jack 10, Jack Queen that somehow he's ahead of and get 2 streets out of it. But he does have the diamond as well. And now, let's see, this could get interesting, because if Sam does go for some kind of bet, then I'm curious if Ilya would. Again, he's got showdown though, right? He's got the Ace Jack. It's pretty like, he doesn't necessarily need to bluff, but it's a weird one, right?
Here.
It's a weird one. You then know you could just put that huge raise in. You got that key
Ilya
blocker.
he could do it.
Could turn into a bluff, but then you also, and that's the problem though. You start when you get in this is like the weird ones where you're like, okay, I know I have the nut blocker, I should just bluff, but then you're also like, what am I really? I'm repping the nut flush, and this guy, if he has a flush, would he fold, and is he going to fold, and whatever. So let's see, does Ilya go and take a big play here and make a big raise? He does go for it.
He knows calling is never good here. He has to know that.
Yeah, I think just not enough showdown value, right? Like he's against 2 pairs.
Yep.
King X. And man,
Samuel
has the diamond. I'll tell you what.
He does.
If he's capable, and as played a limp pot, and he with backdoor. I mean, I don't know, man. This is really close. That having that extra dime in your hand definitely makes him a little more suspicious about repping. He's repping the flush. He wouldn't just check back Queen 10 on the turn, right? So it's like, what? He doesn't have a straight. He wouldn't play 2 pair this strongly. So he's literally saying, I have the nuts.
He says he's Ace 3 of diamonds. Blocker. Like.
Yeah, he's saying I got ace. I got did I really have the flush draw and not bet the turn after I bet the flop? So that doesn't make a ton of sense either.
Right.
I don't know, man. Sam is.
I think he calls this with the king, with the deuce of diamonds.
It would still be an incredible call, but it may, again, if he's obviously super polarizing spot, it's either the stone nut or the blocker. It's just that straightforward. And so, he starts thinking about the history of the player, think about what hands is he limping that are suited aces on the button, or is it more likely he would limp offsuit aces on the button? So I think, and then again, then you start getting into the, I don't know, man. I think, Sam, you're right. I think he might work it out, although it's such a tough spot.
Does he think
Having that deuce,
Ilya's
having
capable?
the diamond. I think that might be. These are the ones. These little nuances. The little bit like, oh, it's that much less likely because of that. Even though maybe I think he's flat. Like these type of things. He's also not in the big blind though. He's on the button. He's voluntarily putting money in to the pot. So maybe he's weighted more towards suited hands than off. But
having that one diamond would make me call sometimes, I think.
it helps when you're close, when you're looking for something, when you're looking for someone to give you something, and then you got it. Like again, that might be the difference in a spot like this. But again, you wouldn't blame him for folding, and you'd tip your hat to Ilya for making a great bet. And if he makes the call, you're just like, man, that's why
he's the best.
But as one of the best to do it. They say think long, think wrong, but this may be think long, think strong. That is a hand of the day. What a play, man. Sam, hats off. That is a absolute savage hand, and that is your chip leader in control of the match, and just absolutely uses his chess clock to a T. That is a massive spot.
The best at this table.
I mean, it's been fun to watch.
He's on his game. Now, what if Ilya just jams there? Does that make it any different? An extra 850.
It might look weaker to him, but I don't know. I think it's just a great bet and a better call.
Yeah, I agree. Fausto kind of been getting bullied at this table. Yeah, holds another open. It's tough opening King Jack off there.
Yeah, appreciate the compliments. Good to see everyone in the chat. Let us know you're watching from. I'm doing the reverse. I need to get you, Nate, on my podcast. I had Ninja on the podcast. I want to get him on the commentary. He was throwing around some poker terminology at our cash game. He was dropping some small blind and position stuff. So I would having Ninja on the show here and having him. I know you're much more knowledgeable in poker, but it would be fun to watch Ninja talk through some of these situations. That would be a blast.
He's got
to get that locked in. He said he wants to do it, but I don't know if he's actually,
it's tough to lock him down. He's all over the place,
Right. And just also for comment, like he loves poker, but I think to do like 2.5, 3 hours of like a final table commentary when he's like learning, he's like really beginner. It'd be a little bit. It might be a lot, but I don't know. I could see him enjoying it.
You could guide him through it for sure.
Yeah.
Lasouskill takes it down with my personal favorite hand, the 10-9 suited.
There's something nice about that.
What's your favorite hand?
I think Jack 9 suited, kind of just always been one I really like. I just like we saw that earlier, that board, it's like double gutter. It's kind of sneaky. It's fun to play. It's got good combination. That's been one I've always.
What about chat? You guys got a favorite hand that's not aces?
Yeah, let's hear. That's actually, it always is a fun question to see what they come up with. There's some weird ones in there too, like some random ones for whatever reason. But yeah, it's nice. Usually suited connectors. Those are always fun. So I was asking how hungover am I? I mean, truthfully, I don't know. I'm 37. I don't want to say I'm not hungover, but I'm not really. I just definitely drank too much. Like got a little carried away. The problem was Bryce. He was ordering these like 42 shots. I think the shots are that like I can handle the Moscow mules and have some cocktails, but once the shots are a little hard to calibrate, like how much or what's going on. There were some big shots, and it definitely crept up on me on the end. But I'm never. I don't like to be drinking and playing and being out of control. But I it's fun. I look back a little bit of the footage like, wow, I got a little more drunk than I would have liked. But other than the fall, there wasn't. I don't think too much craziness. It was a real wipeout though, man. That's why you sign waivers there, huh? I mean, I really could have been bad.
King Deuce. I like King Deuce diamonds. Diamonds are probably my favorite suit as well. Just look pretty, man.
It is nice. Fours, ace four suited. Fours in the lead. Board got a little less appealing, but again, so hard to make a pair, Nate, in poker.
It's just hard. So it's like
we're seeing it. Yeah, we're seeing it right now. Four is like, okay, I got a pair. King, queen, five. How do you have a pair? You don't. But
wow. Oh boy, that's the gin turn card.
Steel wheel available. Ace four suited has got that. It looks promising. It looks very promising.
So there's 0% not betting here. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot. He's just one of those things. It's also he could just have the best hand, small blind, big blind. So for protection, yeah, he's not gonna fold ever there if he gets raised, and he is gonna execute a bet takedown. Very nice. Fausto, very short, timely tens,
Oh boy.
and actually has pipped Samuel, who would not be much off of his stack and would put Fausto back in the game. Extra
Is it
money
a
in the
min
middle
click?
available.
Min raise?
Okay,
No.
yeah, he went
He
like
just
committing, just like
commits
kind of
himself.
committing
Yeah.
all in. The reason to do that and not all in would be if there would be like an all in or something behind you. You could justify
ICM and
folding
pressure.
for
Yeah.
the IC to get the pay jump potential. But I mean, honestly,
Ew.
hello. That is
Ew.
what an action flop. Top set versus overpair straight
What's the
flush
percentage
draw.
here? It's
Tens.
close
I
to
mean,
a
what's
flip.
he got?
It's close-ish.
42%. He's
Yeah, it's like
out
40,
flop,
60
needs
probably.
help. Yeah, and now 70-30 dog needs a club, needs an 8, needs a 10.
Club.
It is a
Show us
club.
the 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs.
It
Nah.
is a 4 of clubs. It is a double and change with the extra money in the middle there. Nice pickup from Fausto.
Samuel finally runs cold.
Yeah, very, very nice. There is a nice pickup. What he's saying for you using the ElkY emojis there, 1.5 million, looking
ElkY, my
good.
guy.
That is you got to respect that man. He is an absolute legend. Been around forever. That's a gamer. Korea back in the day. Did you knew of ElkY for like when he was streaming on the since you were a young kid?
I just knew him from watching poker. Yeah,
Yep.
and then he hooked me up with the Bahamas trip. So
Very cool.
He was a super cool guy.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's been around forever. He's done some incredible stuff. Supernova, like back in the day and grinding and how many tables and he has a gamer background. He used to play in like I think Star in Korea and like stadiums back when like all those games. ElkY's a smart dude, smart man. He is a beast, and he is here with a lot of respect. You can see the players; they have the option for the emojis on the Team GG, and there's a lot of ElkY. You see a lot of that. The D-Negs, the ElkY, the using the emojis, and King Jack suited. Definitely a rip all in is a viable play. There is the consideration shorter stack, but I like it. This is just, I think it's just too good a hand, and also Samuel's too wide. And look, you could risk going out. Your risk premium is a little higher because of the shorter stack, but at the same time, Amir Vahidi said it: in order to live, you must be willing to die. In poker, this is like very true. You got to find some spots. You can't just like fold down, and then you could ladder one or two, but you're not going to get that lion's share of the prize. So nice execution there. Fausto showing us some willingness to fight, and he is, not too far behind Bruno. Yeah, and he's
suited Broadways at 12 big blinds, like or wherever he was, 13. Like you said, you just got to rip it. Ilya might open. Ilya might get it in here with the ace-3. Got 8 big blinds.
Oh yeah. He's shoving in. Jack's low. Go figure.
I think he's gonna call
big. Oh yeah, he's gonna see that one. We're gonna see 5 favorite. Let's see if Samuel can get the return favor. He got it earlier, ace-8 versus I believe 10s, and now ace-3 needs a 3 or an ace-1 to come. Not gonna be. We're gonna be down to 5, going fast. Samuel back up to his right around 8 million. I think that's sort of where he's been peaking. He's at 8.7 million, and he is just having a day right now. But again, a couple big stacks, not going to be a run over situation. Promoking still healthy, and Lasouskill, and Promoking I believe has not won. Is that right? I think we were looking.
I think he's got 0.
Promoking hasn't played a ton of GG Millions. 28 appearances this season, though, with 9 cashes, second final table. So no wins would be his first. Fausto also just really hasn't played a lot. His first final table.
Pretty insane in the money percentages. The lowest being 20%, which is very good. You got Samuel at 43% out of 35 appearances. Same with Duco, 47% with 50 appearances. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is wild. I mean, Duco, he went to 2 for 2 final tables and titles. I think it was season 2. As we stand here, we are with the 2024 season. We are in for a treat today to see who is going to take it down in the money. You guys got giveaways. The tweet is out, Nate, on, let's see, we got $50 cash. We have 2 giveaways. We are doing a dinner, $50 cash, 50 or 100. You guys can check that on my Jeff Gross Poker on Twitter. So that is available as a giveaway.
Small blind, king queen suited, 16 bigs. What are you doing here?
Yeah, big blind. I would rip it, especially it's the shortest. It's king queen suited. I mean, it's 16 blinds. Like I mean, calling's not like insane, but I would just, you're just gonna get some fold equity. You're doing pretty well, and I don't think this player's gonna, you could force some exact situations, a little bit of a weaker ace to fold. Yeah. What do you like there?
I think what you just did. We said it earlier, like 15, 16 bigs.
Yeah.
King queen suited. Just take it down. Get yourself another couple orbits.
Six, 7 suited, pretty hand. Kind of scary to open though, knowing you're gonna get played back at sometimes, and it sucks, but it's just a little too much hand to fold. And again, short. He's kind of on the shorter stack. Really good flop there. Gets open-ended on a rainbow ace-4-5. So definitely going to be an advantage having the ace-x more. And 10 deuce has a gut shot backdoor spade. So for a small bet, probably won't fold for much. Let's see if he does go a small bet.
Maybe we'll go nuts here.
I mean, there is a world to check raise. I mean, it's a little bit, again, just finds ways, finds the creative stuff, and he is going to go for it. But I mean, 6-7 is, he got the best draw, and it's sort of, I mean, I don't think you can fold. There is a world where, Sam is bluffing, right? There are some hands that he's bluffing, like 6-3. You block that though at the 6, he could have some other type of hands, but he is gonna go for the check raise, get called. And I mean, honestly, I don't know if
Sam's over. Sam's gonna. He's been so aggressive.
He also does have like some like 2 pairs, 4-5 that he would check raise, right, for his value hands. Probably doesn't have the, I guess he could have ace-4 something like that in the big blind.
This bet's so annoying. I'm just putting people in the weirdest spots, and he calls it.
Wow. 10 high, actually the winner right now on the ace king 4-4-5. Of course, he doesn't believe that is, although there is the 6-7 suited, I guess, which there are 4 combos of that. Like, that's a possibility in his mind, but at the same time, like, he's got 10 high and he knows he's bluffing. So
he checks it. Oh man.
He checks it over. And if you're Bruno, you actually you think that, but then you all kind of know your opponent's so strong and so like capable and so good at reading hands that you just feel like, he could just put you into a blender here and check over. But would he let you check? If you had a 4, would you really check it to you and let you check back like ace, whatever? So I don't know. You're right. I mean, of course, with 7 high, he's basically got the worst hand. He does go for it. That is a nice play. I mean,
think he lucked out a little bit.
Yeah, he got a good run out, but he also still made the play. I mean, it's not easy to do. Like, not everyone's going to go for it there, or not all of it. He just he did the whole enchilada.
I think Sam might just expect 6-7 to fold the turn, so he just put him on something way stronger. It's like the board pairs. There's no flush draws. I don't know. It is tough to just rip it in the river there.
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna use the restroom. If you are,
yeah, go nuts.
You get caught. We're in good hands. I couldn't leave Ninja here to do that, but I think you can.
Go ahead. All right, Chad. He's finally gone. Thank God. I remember how the action played out here, but. This point, 10's looking decent. Lasouskill. Be a pretty creative bluff there. He's not betting the ace on the turn. Vamos. We got nines. We got Samuel with king 4 suited on the button. Probably going to open. It's a fun little hand, man. Big little king suited. And promo with the nines. Might just call because they're super, super deep. And a little bit of something for everything. Or for everyone. Big something for promo. C-bet from Samuel. I don't hate a just call here. Not a ton of draws. And now it's locked up. And now it's nuts, nuts, nuts. Maybe Samuel can put him on Jack Queen. Maybe. Promo King. A check here would be nasty. Can he find it? He finds the check. It's Samuel just checks it back. It's probably too hard to bet king 4 there. Promo's got plenty of 10s. And a 9's probably not folding. You didn't miss anything crazy?
I still 5 left. Fausto 1.9.
Promo took a little one on Sam. Full house.
Yeah, this is gonna be tight. Bruno still 3 million. Everyone in it.
When do when do the blinds go up? Can't see.
It's 7 hands, I believe. Upper left sync gets 7 more. It'll be to the next. Now, as we get shorter, it does start getting faster, right? Because just more hands go quickly, and then the blinds go up. We are at again 50, 100 right now, and playing to a winner. So we will see what is gonna happen. I mean, again, you gotta have your money on Sam, I think, right? He's just that experience and how he's done, and he's played great today as well. But still wide open.
Dumb on the river. I don't think the check was dumb on the river. Like Sam's probably betting a lot of 10s on the turn. He can't have a 9. So like, what's gonna call? Or he's probably betting the flush draw too. So you just gotta hope he has Jack Queen and bluff it off.
Look at this from Fausto, who has been tight. I would say overall his image looks tight, and there he goes. He's going to attack the Jack 3 off, going to limp on Bruno and just pop it up. Very, very nice.
5-10 limp. Can Bruno find? Why is he tanking? Is he thinking of the tightest guy at the table is just making a move? Let's see.
Yeah, is he going to click it back? It's definitely not calling.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh, what a freak!
Just an absolute this is also out there for a pretty special hand. Like this, just
Fausto's played no hands.
He's been very disciplined, so to just decide to attack this limp raise with a 5-10, not like the ace deuce or king deuce off, like really, really well done.
Fausto's been getting absolutely bullied.
Yeah, he hasn't really gotten into the game. Never really gotten to assert himself. And he is going to have a queen 10 blind on blind here.
He doesn't limp because it's going up. He might not want to defend with queen 10.
I wonder if queen 9 suited might actually. I think queen 9 suited might check this back. It's one of those like kind of nice playable hands that you don't really want to like induce or get played back at. And it's also because his stack is 16 blinds, right? So he's got some limp jams. So I think he may.
Yeah, you're
right.
He does.
But so he goes all in. So that
Fausto said, much. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, that was that works.
I mean, it picked up a big blind.
Yeah, I think just didn't want to limp in, get toyed with, or play out of position that particular hand. So I don't think it's not like crazy. It's about not mandatory, but not crazy. Limping definitely would be, I think, more standard, but 2 decent hands here, small blind, big blind.
There it is. The king 2 versus the gutter backdoor diamonds.
Pretty action flop for sure. Again, hard to make pairs. Making top and bottom. Missionary versus the gut shot backdoor. That's a lot. This is a lot for a blind on blind hand connectivity wise. Both players in the mix. Queen 10 not going
Little
anywhere.
dumb.
Ace comes doesn't really help anything now. Still just would need a jack or a jack. Needs a jack.
A jack or a jack.
Jack specifically.
Any kind of jack.
Diamond maybe could get into the start.
That's a big bet.
Bluffing, but that'll end that.
Samuel, have you ever been to Finland?
Man, no, I've not been to Finland. I've been to Sweden, Denmark. Didn't go to Finland. Heard a lot of great things about Helsinki. Have not been. How about you?
I was there a couple months ago. It was super fun. We were way up north, like a few hours north of Helsinki, on a flight. So it was cold. I think the top temperature was like 8. Was the highest it got to.
What was over
Fahrenheit
there?
For I was doing a thing with Porsche where we were drifting on ice tracks and shooting content there. And we did like snowmobiling, snowboarding, sled dogging. It was an awesome trip.
That's cool. Very cool. But freezing. Literally freezing.
You get used to it though. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. And you don't get used to the food though. The food was awful. It's all just like salted, cured, gross stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, not known for the cuisine in that region for sure. But Ace 9 deuces, nothing too exciting here. Ace 9 pretty high up in the top 2. Feeling comfortable. Deuce is not going to be able to do much for the board. Going to fold. Promoking after that big aces, ace king suited has been not super active. We saw him get involved a little, put in a couple spots where he was in there playing, but he's not really had a lot to work with.
17 bigs, Fausto. Is not going to get pushed around by Bruno this time.
No. Nope. Going to just pick it up. Ace 10 again, down to 5. We are going to be putting the giveaway up here. Cue it up once we get to 3. You guys can hit the thumbs up for the first part of that and then be ready for the keyword. And we will play to a winner. This is as normal. Next week, actually, what's the 28th? There is no GGMillion show next week, so we will not be there, and then the following week we'll be back. So will be the last for this month, and then pick up in June where the World Series, of course, will be going on. World Series of Poker in Vegas. Hope to see many of you there. Please say hello if so. Show will go on. There will be GG Millions during the time. Yeah, I'm pumped, man. I actually, like I said, I used to play all the events. Now, I go out for 6 weeks and just go every day, just nonstop. Now it's like I go get to go a little less, and so when I go, I'm really like into it and excited about it, because it can be a, it's fun. But if you're playing every day in tournaments and you're just kind of tired and go through the motions, it can get, you know how it goes. It's a lot. It's a lot of days of grinding, and can be not always, most days aren't always great days. It's like you bubble or you get deep and you don't cash, or you min cash or whatever it might be. It's just like the actual times where you get a lot of chips or really get to make a huge run, they're few and far between. So it's it's tiring. I think the more success, like the more, I guess, advice I would say, if you're going to go out the World Series, maybe it's one of your first times, or maybe even you've gone and looking to switch it up, I would say to go for quality over quantity. Maybe really like patch out, map out, carve out days or events that you want to play, and then like sort of go from there. So when you do, that's frustrating when you go and like play an event that's not really one you're really into playing, and then you like make a day 2 or 3 and you miss like one of the best events you want to see, and then you're burnt out, and then you just like the next day you go into like just another event instead of like, all right, hey, I'm going to play these for sure, and then take off a day or 2 before those events or whatever, and then you give a little more time to rest. You're excited, you're on time. And I think that makes a huge difference. I know Daniel, he was talking a lot about that. Like that's something this year he said he's going to play, the least he's going to play. And he's really going to like make sure he's not missing some marquee events for sort of just to play some other, whatever events. So I think it's easier said than done, though. It's like and you're
you
playing
get
a Sunday
so
online
addicted,
poker
man.
schedule. Yeah, it's like you're like, oh, I'm just gonna play 4 screens today. And they're like, oh, the big this and the the
Bahamas,
this and the mystery bounty, whatever. Just like saying online, like it's just like it's hard to like not to have that discipline
online
and not play other stuff. Or like, yeah, if you're in the Bahamas and it's like, oh, like
live is like
today.
Yeah, dude, you keep every night you're like a couple hands from the bubble, or like you're playing good and then you just get cooler and you're like, I gotta play tomorrow, I have to. And you just keep playing until 1 a.m. every day.
It's true. Blinds
You
are
can't
up
get worn
there.
out.
It is true. 61-20. There you go. Upper left of the screen, you can see it. 20 more hands till the next blinds. Again, we are 5-handed, so it goes a little quicker. King 6 suited. Gonna go ahead and kick it up. Queen Jack off.
Queen Jack's pure fold here. Nope. He doesn't give a shit.
He's just like the honey badger. Just doesn't
does
care.
not care.
He just is in it, and he
Oh,
is.
I hate Queen Jack small blind offsuits. Like, you're just crushed a lot.
Yeah, I think normally going to be a fold, but again, covering, there's 5 left, and just feels like maybe post flop, he's going to get a little saucy in some spots. So he does flat. King 6 suited pairs the 6. King high's even good, but again, against the small blind fat,
Against small blind flat,
little,
yeah.
it's a little concerning. A lot of smaller pairs in there, and you know, King 6 suited now going to get the spade draw to go with it. Queen Jack decides, hey, this board's good for me. He's on a pure bluff, right? There's no semi bluff. There's no straight draw. There's nothing to come in. It's just purely
terrible bluff card.
Queen Jack, and yeah, 8 on the river. Let's see if he can pull the trigger. I mean, the thing is, he doesn't have a diamond or spade in his hand, right? So this is actually good in the sense that his opponent could have some like these type of spade draw or diamond draw type hands, and he decides that it's good to go for a bet here.
Quarter pot.
Yeah, it goes quarter pot, and I mean,
he just has a lot of 4s or 9s, so.
Yeah, King 6 suit doesn't have a diamond. I mean, there's a chance he puts a cape on for this price. It does look strong. Does call. Nice call. Nice call. Maybe a little bigger bet would have worked potentially, but at the same time, Promoking was suspicious. Looked it up, and he is in second, just behind 7 million. Wide open again. We're gonna see who wins.
Almost playing.
Samuel has to be the favorite.
Pretty solid. Not a lot of hands, but the hands he plays, he's playing really solid. I'm gonna grab some water. Back.
Okay. Again, Nate Hill joining us. We are going to play down here to the winner, Fausto. Is that Fausto? Am I saying it right? He is going to rip the King Jack. No one has a hand to contest behind. And going to pick it up. Doing a good job. Kind of hanging around. 5 left. Big hands again. Kings. And Queen Jack suited are going to get saved likely from some chips, but also I guess if Kings had raised, it would just be a call. So Queen Jack suited in position versus Kings versus just a big 3-bet takedown, likely going to be the result here. Out of position, deep price 700-800, maybe more, maybe 850, but goes a little less with such a strong hand. Again, exploitatively, you don't know that. What does he do with Ace 4 suited, or Ace 9 off or something like that as a bluff versus his Kings? Maybe there is some, I don't want to say tell, maybe some variance in that. And again, you don't play with these people all the time, and you don't want to just do that, right? Like you don't want to know that, oh, when I have Kings or Aces or Queens, I'm going to go less than 3x or a little smaller. When I have a semi bluff kind of hand, I'm going to go huge. You don't want to have that pegged to you, but again, you can always adjust a little. And Aces, you just missed Kings. Now we got Aces. Queen Jack off, going to play. Ace 7 suited, likely going to want to play. Aces are going to have a very nice squeeze.
This might limp in on the Ace 7.
Well, so there's a raise, so he could flat the 180, or I don't think he's going to 3-bet. I guess there is some world where he 3-bets his hand too, against how active Samuel's been, and that maybe Samuel with his stack size wouldn't want to get too things. So this could work out really well for Fausto.
Ace 7's probably close. I think
this might be a 3-bet.
Yeah,
he goes for it, and wow, what a time for Fausto. I mean,
the tightest guy, man.
Yeah, he's just can't believe what he's seeing. Raise, re-raise, and
it's the dream spot. Raise, re-raise when you have aces.
Yeah, and Bruno gonna get out of the way. I don't think, even though it sucks, he put such a big bet out. It's not too much more. It's like another million total, and
it's another million.
Oh my goodness. He just said, "Hey, I got too much out there." He's like figures he's doing okay against anything but aces.
He thinks he has 35%, right?
Like he needs, he's thinking around that. Without the wheel, that's gonna lock it up. Gonna be the case ace and a absolute massive spot for Fausto, getting a ridiculously timed hand to get it in and double. And Bruno gonna take a misstep there. And 8-9 suited now versus 8s.
Is this going to be a tilt jam? Oh on the button.
No.
No, he's too good. He's too good.
Too good for sure. He's not. He definitely not tilting.
That's the thing about these super great players. They just, you know, you lose a hand where you mess up. They don't let it get to them. They just keep playing.
Yeah. Ace Jack, worthy of a raise. 5-handed now. Ace-8 suit on the button.
After winning a big pot.
See if that's also sometimes you just don't know how a player really plays when they're just short and they're just kind of playing short stack poker, and then they get some chips and then they start maybe getting more active or being able to show some more of their colors and their ability. But again, Ace-8 suited, it's pretty close to like wanting to play on the button versus this
Definitely
or
close.
3-betting. You have all options here. Does fold. Okay. So maybe that's just is more Fausto is more on the snugger side.
We only saw that one hand. He went nuts for the Jack 3. But other than that, it's been completely.
That was a very telling hand. You know, that was an impressive hand from Bruno to just like I don't know. I wonder what caused him to play back there. Right? Maybe he just
might have been the sizing or like it was just fishy. He went 265. Maybe he would expect more if he had a real hand. I don't know. Might go limp. There's some shoving, I think, for Bruno, actually. Big little suited. I love it.
King deuce suited. He's got like 10 bigs. Fold equity. I don't think he knows.
Well, now it's over.
That'll make things easier. I mean, he's definitely playing the king deuce suited before. Now he won't. And 10-8 suited. I mean, you're just not really in a spot where you really want to be peeling. But it is a very nice hand, and the price is not crazy.
Price is okay, and like there's not a lot dominating him. Wow. He just finds a 3-bet. 4-bet.
Wow. I mean, this is special.
These guys are playing poker, man.
They really are. That is
some of the timings on these guys.
The timing's been wild.
Make sense. Really good. Like
it has. It's been like spot on. Really
very
nice.
Few mistakes.
I wasn't thinking that. That wasn't in my. I was thinking the flat. It didn't have the 10-8 suited as a to click it back. That wasn't what I was thinking. So again, that's the cool part. Some of these guys, you're looking at spots. It's not even one of the options you're considering, and they find plays that work or they do that. It's important to think, why are they doing it? What are the reasons? What are the other stack sizes, positions? What is the dynamic? There's just so many things to consider. That's why it's fun. That's why poker, although it's the same a lot of very similar situations, it's never really the exact same. Who's in it? How the game are? Who's playing what?
It all varies on what who they're playing, and final table versus day one is like completely different, right? If you got this old guy in the small blind 3-betting you, you're not going to 4-bet the 10-8 suited, I don't think. You're going to have to respect it. Samuel, is he going to fire this river? He's running out of clock. Is ace high enough showdown for Promo to check? Think so. Double paired board. Nice.
Very nice.
I don't know. My two guys are looking good.
Yeah. This is it's not over. You mentioned
Promo
some nice restaurants. I was hoping In-N-Out was what we were thinking for dinner, but you know what?
How long are you in LA actually?
Tomorrow I'm leaving in the morning. Tomorrow, no, it's gonna be quick day. Quick in and out, but yeah, I love it out here. Miami, I'm so biased to. I love it, but LA is always. Whenever I'm here, I'm always like, yeah, I get it. It's just Florida. The weather's nice.
So fucking hot, man.
It is hot. It was actually doing well. Like I'd say like it had taken a while to really get hot. In the last week or two, it's gotten like, it's summer, but it was for a while. It was pleasant, like longer than normal, but it's hot. It is very hot. That is the thing, I guess. LA, right? It's just so special that the weather's like literally.
It's Just
almost
crazy.
always the same. It is.
Mediterranean climates.
Yeah. Ace 4 suited pops it up.
He might even
And
call off.
Queen 10 gonna peel here. Don't think gonna shove.
Like
But how many blinds is it? 10. Yeah,
Queen
just
10
call.
here.
Nice flop for Ace 4 suited. Really nice. Not flush draw over to the king. Definitely gonna be happy to be putting chips in here. So strong semi bluff with a lot of potential and actually
Go really
the best
small bet.
hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Queen 10 doesn't like what they're seeing there. King fives. No, this is a little more normal when you see not kings and aces and ace king suiteds. No one has much, and king 5 going to be opening here with this stack. And I mean, I'd love to see the VPIP percent for Sam. I mean, he's played an incredible amount of hands today, really showing us
his pre-flop raise has to be 40%.
Yeah.
Oh, Lasouski's feeling bad watching this flop. But it'll just be. I don't know. I do like to mix some check raises on paired boards. Just because the C betters often are just, yep, there it is. Are often just doing it with air.
Yeah. This is just music to our friend's ears, Samuel, as he is gonna have 100% on the turn. I mean, he might think he's against some semi bluffs. There is obviously a world where he has a better king, right? But it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
And as
I
it
think
plays
at this
here,
point,
yeah, as it turns out, it's a serious pot though, right? These are the two of the first. They can see they're both very healthy chip stacks, so it is an important one. And Promoking just decided, took a shot, check raise,
Sam
one and done.
Promo's got
Yeah.
air. He tried to bait him again.
Yep. Again, no real holdings here. Nothing too strong. Promoking with the
Queen 9 opens though.
Definitely gonna play. Let's see off 8. It's less than the blinds are 61-20, so he could do a few things here. Shoving definitely reasonable. Gets it through.
That's probably on the chart. The amount of big blinds he has. Queen 9.
Yeah. Yep. All right, a bunch of average hands here. Ace deuce off, Jack Queen. Gonna fold Ace 7, Promo King, and Bruno with Jack Queen off. I mean, this again, start getting in the first end, taking control. You get to force some other. Yeah, he's been so aggressive. I don't know, man. Queen Jack, I think it's a little light. Queen Jack suited, I think he would.
Yeah.
Probably. That's just Queen Jack is dominated still, and people do wake up with hands. He's just going to work. The man is cooking. He is absolutely cooking right now. You watch? You follow NBA? Do you watch Champions League or you follow any sports teams really? Or what do you like to watch?
I watch all sports. I mean, Phillies are the #1 right now that I like to watch, and got the best record in baseball, so that's hot.
There you go.
A City fan for Premier League, and we just won the 3rd in a row, I think.
Crazy, yeah. That was a sweat too. They had the last day. Arsenal was right on their heels. That was exciting to watch. Yeah.
So those are fun to watch. NBA, obviously. I was hoping that Timberwolves, the Denver game, would be a little better, but it's cool watching Minnesota.
Yeah, this. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I don't watch it like religiously. The sports, the NBA though. The playoffs, they are really good. Like the teams are playing so hard. There's so many talented players. It's fun. Anthony Edwards really is
he's cool.
He's a generational talent. Yeah, it's in a good place, the NBA right now.
Still got Boston winning the whole thing, but which sucks because I hate Boston. I hate Boston everything, man. Love Boston. If you're from Boston, the chat, sorry.
I wonder what the odds are right now. Are they? I mean, they're favorites, but it's not.
They're probably like 40%, honestly.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess. I mean, to make it, they'll make the finals. Yeah, they're like, yeah, that's true.
Might be higher, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does feel like it's their year, but we'll see. We're gonna get to see a nice open from Ace. Fausto all of a sudden with 3 million. He's back in the game, but no takers here. No one really with much to work with. Five-handed. We'll cue the giveaway at 3-handed. Again, gonna see us get a champion today. Could be a new winner. A couple guys have not won here. A couple have, so it's a mixed bag. 3 former champions, and the 2 that have not, Fausto and Promoking, have never won the GGMillion Cup. What do you think about trophies, man? What's your take on trophies and poker and stuff? Do you think, like growing up and playing sports and like getting the trophies, something cool about it? And online, what about like online poker tournaments? What are your thoughts on
That's
trophies?
what I've been liking. That's why I like tournaments a lot more, I think, recently, is it feels like a real competition that you're striving to get first place in, versus cash is just an ongoing forever session. So I'm big on the trophies. I do really, really like that.
Yeah,
How do you feel about like the rings and
Yeah.
bracelet thing now? That, like, what do you feel about that?
I mean, they're giving out a lot of WSOP,
Yeah.
online stuff, and the rings are cool. I mean, I get it. I think it's great. I think even like for the GG Millions, there should be trophies for this, right? It's like it's the big buy-in. It's the elite tournament, and I just think they should be trophies. I had the idea that they should do at the end of, that they should do it more like for the year. So say you're playing on GG
Ooh.
all year. Wow, what a
Brutal
spicy
turn.
turn that is. Goes that is the card of cards. Puts him
Yep.
open-ended along with his flush draw. Gonna have to be betting here, and nines just has just nutted it. The absolute best possible turn. Gets the check mark plus. Be curious what he does. Probably
Is he gonna put him on anything here? I don't know. I think he's gonna continue.
gonna bet small, probably like 300 or 250,
300.
or he goes a little bigger. I mean,
He's
they
gotta
also
have.
just, again, he's so active. Like that's,
Yep.
that's why it'd be almost like suspicious to check. So he does bet his hand, and his
I don't
jack
think
eight
he's checked
suited.
turn once, honestly. So he's got
Yeah,
to continue his balance.
yeah, and he can't fold. But this is not fun to be drawing dead. I don't think. I mean, I guess it is jack high out of position on a paired
There's
board,
no
jack high flush draw. But a fold would be pretty wild. He does call, does
pairs up.
improve, but not the card he was looking for in his mind. Although, as we know, he didn't want to hit that 7 or queen or club.
I mean, he blocks the clubs. He blocks 7-8. Blocks some jack queen. So when Sam rips here, what is he beating? Blocker bet.
Yep, this felt like
Good
a good
luck.
time for the blocker bet, and this is going to be bad news. It just sucks. You're just hoping you get, they fold, or they call with like the 9 somehow,
Yeah,
or whatever, or
9,
just some hero
queen.
call, or they just. But Sam is going to give him a raise, and he is going to hate it because he's going to think he's getting taken advantage of potentially.
It's a jam. Like, he can only jam here.
Yeah, if you look at the stack to pot ratio, sort of, again, there's 250 plus the 1.9. It's basically a pot size.
Basically 2, yeah.
Jam.
Or 1.
And
But
Jack,
again, what is he beating? Bet, raise.
yeah, he can't call
some random flush draws, but like
that he has 2 clubs in his own hand. Yeah, it's
there's no 7-8, there's no jack queen. Well, he's losing to jack queen anyway, so
he's losing a 7-8. Right? 7-8. He's losing that.
It's unlikely because he has an 8, but
he probably wouldn't shove. He wouldn't be playing 7-8 like that anyway on the paired board and better straights. But yeah, this is not. We start really thinking about what you can beat. There's not much here.
It's air. It has to be just pure air.
And we do see the fold as Sam is in a new territory of above 9 million there. 153 locked up for our remaining players, and big jumps coming up down the stretch. 434, about 100K flat difference between first and second. So that'll be exciting to see who gets to play for that heads up match. As right now, it looks like Sam with whoever wants to take the ride with him, that is how it appears. But again, things change quickly, and to me, it feels like you need a cooler or two to take Sam away from the trophy today. It just feels like he's sort of in the
One thing though,
full
he
control.
does only have 11 seconds in his time bank.
Good point. Yeah, we didn't bring that up. That is
He's
something that doesn't help,
way
right? To
behind.
have no time.
I guess that's what happens when you play every single hand. You run out. You run out of your time bank.
Queen 10, 6-2, 6-2 does not go ahead and pop it up, which would be likely. I think he also realizes that his opponent's a little sick of him, probably ready for the limp jam. He also seen some walks from Vasa, so he decided that, hey, I'm just going to take my equity and check back. And with the tough hand, and again, Queen 10 flops huge here.
Seems like a dunk bet here.
Yeah, he likes the board, of course, the Jack 9 deuce, but does say go with the
He's going for a
check.
check raise, I guess. Check call seems weird.
Let's go for it. He's got such a nice hand on the board, but now he's all of a sudden he now needs to improve. He needs a king,
Yeah.
8, queen 10. He's out of position. He is against bottom pair with a 6 kicker, but it's enough in the moment. And wow, check back, and this is super frustrating.
I just think Queen 10 is so much hand on that board, blind versus blind. Like, I want to get some money in.
And even a little bet gets a little
Sam value betting the
value.
two. Like, calls with the queen high, like that was. I personally don't like the way that was played, but this guy's definitely better than me, so I will.
Yeah. I mean,
shut.
check raise might have been, that would have been the best result, it looks like, but it was obviously results oriented, and could have played differently.
Yeah, I don't know. But
All right,
also pretty cool from Samuel to find value from bottom pair.
Yeah, nice bet. Covering in, closing on that 10 mil. He's got 10 mil on the dot. And it is a absolute kind of runaway. Promoking hanging tough with the 5.6. He has the total chips combined roughly in his stack for the other 4 players. Big lead here. He came in with 115 big blinds versus 65. So came in with the massive lead. And he is doing that. Really put on a clinic today. And he had that adversity, right? That he lost a big pot, aces to ace king suited versus Promo King for like 6 million chip pot, maybe not too long into the day. Maybe
13
30,
bigs,
45
suited
minutes
ace. Jam potential.
Does go for the raise, not jam. Either one would make sense. I do think that probably a little better to play it this way. He does take it down effective.
Nice.
No one really want to get too out of line and
yeah, even with the smaller A's, when you have that many blinds, you feel committed, right? Like the table.
It just, you look strong. It looks very strong.
Now, again, another ace. But this time facing an open. That is the play.
Yeah, he's making a target there.
Yeah, I like it. Any ace.
Yeah, nice. Oh, gonna run it with them. He's gonna
Samuel.
run it. Queen Jack.
Kinda had a soul read on him.
Gut shot now. Needs a 9, Queen or Jack, or we will see a double up and continue on
Bink.
5-handed. The river.
Bink.
Ooh,
Bink.
Paint. It's
queen.
a paint. Is it? It is, or is it a? It is a lady.
Queen.
It's a lady.
I felt the bink coming. Samuel.
To our friend from Austria, down to 4, and Samuel gets richer, extending his lead. He took it, and he got it done there. That's
a good shove, good call. Like he just had him on a weak ace.
Yeah, 12 million chips, and here we go. Queen 3 probably going to start getting aggressive with his stack here.
Sam's
I
gonna
would imagine
open.
he's going to be raising. Wow, he just
No,
goes for the full sub, and what the timing wasn't the one. Tens ahead, could need help,
spade.
and a spade is good though if he can hit a spade.
Spade.
Oh my goodness, just
How hot is this
absolute
guy running?
carnage right
What
now.
the
That was
hell?
the one. The Queen 9
That was
off,
a
just went
dunk
for it.
jam.
Bruno digging it. Bruno loves the pay jump. That is down. We're down to 3. Gonna get the giveaway. I gotta get it queued up for you guys now. Let's do it.
Actually,
We'll do GG Poker. Nate, it will be the keyword, and then enter your GG Poker username. If you don't have GG Poker, because maybe you don't have it in your country, you can put a friend. I'm sure you have a friend who it does.
I mean, I've been liking some of his Queen 9, like the Queen 9 jam earlier we talked about. That was good. This one was for how many bigs was this? That was 21 big blinds. He's just jamming Queen 9. Blind versus blind. I mean, I guess it can make sense.
Oh man, I actually didn't forget, but I was checking. I was saying there's a pin. So okay, 2 giveaways going active right now, guys. In the chat, hit the thumbs up. That's the first part. And if you are enjoying the stream, of course, you can type in the keyword there: GG Poker space Nate space your GG Poker username or friends. That is an active giveaway. And I actually got a pretty sick giveaway from yesterday, because I did put before the tournament. I said if I were to win, I would give away $2,000 cash. So that is
Nice.
$2,000 giveaway, which is available. I'm going to put that up.
People.
I mean, listen, you got when you don't, it's like
Jeff
if you
Gross.
win it, feels good. Feels good for give it away, man. Picked up nice, was like 45K payout yesterday, plus the $30,000 bonus in karate tokens, karate combat tokens. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to give away the
That's
2.
awesome.
All about it, man. It's we'll be. I don't. What if you gave on a giveaway? You're saying if you were taking a shot or getting a giveaway, would you prefer if like someone gave away $200 cashes, or would you think 2,000 is better? What would be your way to do it?
I like the one big one, because it's bigger, life-changing money.
Right.
Not life-changing, but month-changing.
Right. Or 1,000
really helps somebody out.
Maybe 1,000. Yeah, that's okay. I'm with you. It's also a lot more to send out to like 10 spots.
More work, right?
It becomes a little more crazy. So guys, that is an active
EU,
giveaway.
Brazil, whatever.
Yeah, so you check that out. That is on my Twitter as well. So that was fun. That was fun. We gotta get another game, man. We gotta do the nutcase running back or something, dude. That was a blast. That was one of the most fun I ever had playing poker.
That was so fun. The most obnoxious table probably in fucking live poker history. I watched some of the stream back. It was just people yelling over each other the whole night.
I know Remco and Joe Ingram, they were like they were having a blast, but they were kind of saying like, yeah, we can't even really get a word in, because it was literally like there was like multiple conversations going the whole time. It was chaos, but fun.
We got to flip.
Here we go. Duck.
Pay jumps. I like ace 8. Nope, not anymore. I know. 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs.
No sweat. Samuel says, let's keep this party going. 3 are still left. Bruno is back in the game, and don't sleep on Bruno. I'll tell you what, I gotta say, this guy he's one of the people that impressed me the most.
He's had some good plays. Ace 9 3-handed. Rip it, Samuel.
Bang. Ace 9 King 10 is
King 10
a playable hand. Definitely going to be in the mix. Let's see how he wants to play it. He's feeling a little spicy. Got the double. Could he just exert pressure?
I don't know if a raise is good here.
Calls ace 9 winning. Queen 8-8. Good flop for ace 9. Say average flop. Does ace high. King 10. Certainly going to be continuing. He's got some good cards that can come, and could also just have the best hand right on the Queen 8-8. Definitely some hands that Sam's opening a wide range of hands. So
pretty sticky, and that's what you hate to see.
Yeah, ace 9 leading still. And we saw Bruno, though. He's capable, too, to float. And if he thinks doesn't have the best hand. This is a little different because king high, but that one we saw with the 6-7 suited that he did execute in the bluff and then in here. I mean, this is one where he might just think the best hand. Yeah, I don't think he's going to. Yeah, he's just going to check. Yeah. He was hoping to get the showdown and be good, but yeah, I don't think there's much merit to bet here.
Samuel value betting the king high.
The ace, the ace. He's value betting his ace against the king and see if he will get called. I mean, there is a world where he gets called. It's not impossible.
There is.
pretty special. He's shown us the bag of tricks on the thin value today too. He's done it with multiple times, and good decision there from Bruno.
Here we go.
Kings. Oof.
Just a min
But
click.
no customer though.
Min prey. What is the prey? Oh, actually, third and second, not the biggest ever pay jump. What is it?
Yeah, so I mean, it's healthy.
70K actually. Yeah, it's 70, 75, 76K. Not bad actually.
76 and then 100. So a lot. I mean, it's like 7.5 buy-ins to 10K. It's definitely healthy.
That's
and
nice.
Again, bigger than normal payouts right now. Some GG has some huge action going on line as both players here are going to
like a nice small bet here. 160.
Where are we at on the players? I mean, you're looking good. Do you have Promoking? Do you have everyone?
I have
Bruno,
Promoking.
right?
I have Samuel. You have Bruno.
Okay, so I'm 20 million to 2 or 2.5. So I'm like 8 to 1 dog at least. But this is where it starts.
Shaping up for Bruno here because you can milk him on this. Could see Promo folding actually to a half pot.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Sneaky check. I love it actually.
Yeah, I mean, again, accomplishes a couple things. There is some stuff where that 8 does connect with Jack 10 is for the straight. There's other things he could be behind, so he's sort of like getting to get a sneaky check and pot control at the same time, and could get him to value bet or depending on the size here, he may raise. I mean, if let's see what he does.
No, it's a snap call.
Yeah, I don't think he won't raise that size. Most likely,
probably just think about it for 10 seconds and call.
And you're right, Samuel's out of time too, so he'll have 5 seconds to act on every street basically moving forward. What's up, Geraldo? Good to see you guys. A lot of familiar face today. Appreciate you being here. We got a special guest, Nate Hill, in the building, who is not often doing poker commentary, but you can see him playing Hustler live as well as other streams that, of course, Poker Go. We did the Nutcase special stream a bit ago, and he does go for the raise, so he does decide he was playing it coy and then thought about it and said, hey, my hand is too strong and gonna try to get some more of the value here. And honestly, the Promo King does not have a diamond, and there's some world where he considers calling this.
Man, river raises are tricky when you're leading out. Just put you in the worst spot. Promo might think about this for a while. What do you think? I think he finds a fold.
Yeah, I think he'll probably fold, but I mean, again, the line with a check back turn on this board and run out is interesting.
It is. It's pretty polar, right? It's like the nuts or nothing, but he's actually just value betting top pair.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's getting low on the clock. Burning some fuel here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Yeah, he doesn't have a jack or a 10. He does call. Really nice play by Bruno. He's going to flip the script now. All of a sudden, he is your second place stack. And man, just again, guy's a talent, and I can't count him out right now. Promo King looking to close up
turn check
in here, but he is
changed everything.
That was crafty. That was definitely crafty.
Not many people are making a raise there either, because like, I don't know. What is the 9? What is the donk bet targeting though from the King 9? You know, like we got to think about that. What's?
Yeah, for sure. Well, here we got top and bottom missionary King 4 for Sam, Vousden, and Bruno gonna come and hit the complete.
There we go. Finally a cooler.
The J9. Hello. I mean,
it's bad for me. Bruno's running good now. Fuck.
This could definitely be some.
This could be a double.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Still got the potential making of it.
I mean, maybe like ace of hearts peels off on the river, slows it down.
Oh, that was on I saw the board where I was thinking, do you really get banked? But no, I mean, now he can't really. He just snap checks, yeah. as he counterfeits his own 2-pair, and definitely a lot of rivers where Bruno's gonna get the double there. There's a lot of brick
Seemed
rivers
like a
there.
good, yeah.
Yeah, that worked out though. Still closing it in a little more, 5.5.
Seemed like a good time to. He snap checked on the river, Bruno.
Yeah, yeah.
I
He
feel like you
just,
can bet there sometimes.
yeah, it's just king. The counterfeit for him, though. There's not much to get called by then because
I guess.
that's better. You know, what I mean, that's worse. So I think, yeah, just
Take
good
the pot.
decision there. Huge pay jumps here. This is one of the healthier ones we've seen.
Jesus.
This is a big flop again. And does Sam want to start bluffing or just give this one up?
Your
4-5
favorite hand is banking.
Yeah. Crafty check with the nuts. And Sam with a 5-high gut shot decides not to goes turning here, and certainly now Promo's going to start betting. Hopefully, his opponent picks up a flush draw or something that he improve with that will call now. But it's a little more wet with the clubs. He has no club.
I feel like Queen A10 is all over Promo's range as well, defending.
Yeah. Ace 10, King Queen, some real hands here. Promoking might just take a stand. How many blinds? 140. He's got what, 30?
Yeah.
Exactly. Definitely a strong hand, 3-handed King Queen off in the small blind.
Three-handed, yeah. He wants to get it all in. I think Samuel just rips it.
Yeah, he's got enough of chips in the lead where I think he's gonna think that's good. But as the clock hits 0, he does fold. That wasn't the reason for folding. He's not.
He does only get what, 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
I think it's 5 seconds each street.
Okay. So yeah, that becomes very tricky.
$10-9, nothing. Ace King though, again, great hand. Not always easy to make pairs, but hey, you don't need it too. So Ace King is high.
This is the standard play. I mean, I do it all the time. Paired board, check raise with nothing, then bank your 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Then he picks up outs. He's got more outs, and now Sam has the winning hand. He's got 4 seconds to act.
Is a very good hand to float, though. Obviously, it's not folding to a check raise.
Yep.
But, you know, if he had, I don't know, Jack 10, King 10 or something, you might just let it go. Value talent here, I think. Small bet, 1/3. Yep. Oh, 1/4.
Yeah, I mean, Ace King, you can't blame him. He's got no heart. Definitely could call. Definitely could call.
Can't fold Ace King here.
Yeah, it's like you're against. Yeah, you're just too much hand and unlucky run out. Really, to get check raised there, and then the 10 comes off, and then to get peeled. That really is a frustrating hand for Promoking there. Kind of, I mean, unlucky for sure, but again, just sort of illustrating Sam, who creates situations, builds pots, knows where he's at, know how to get the value, targets hands that get called by. See if he limps this or if he's going to go to like 450.
I like a limp. Oh, I think like game flow after Promo losing that with Ace King, like a limp would be real nice there. Just bait him in. I guess 8-2 is enough to defend there. Now you're kind of stuck calling.
And still, yeah, he's got a pair. Jax is gonna check it over.
Check.
There is some world where Promo King wants to bet small or just get control of the hand to deny also some like King Queen, Queen Jack type equity hands as well, or just set the price for the river. But I think you're right. Checking better, and he is going to do that. Now
And now he's
Jacks.
gonna get valued.
Wow.
Wait, did he get to a 1.4? Where'd he go?
Yeah, he went 1.1 million, just about a million, a big bet.
Again, Samuel just always knows where he's at.
Right. It's just like it's impressive. It's impressive. Lines are up 81.60. We're going to see things really moving here now as Promo King is short. Sam with no clock. We had all the drama here. Bruno trying to add another title to his GGMillion resume. I believe the #1 live Brazilian poker earner, if I'm not mistaken.
Editor says feel bad for Promo calling that. What the Ace King, it's just never folding on that the way it was played. That's poker.
Yeah, the check raise savage to hit the 10 and then get paid, and the whole thing is kind of wild
Such
hands.
a good price, like. Let's see if four diamonds spice it up.
Nice to flop top 2. Time bank ticking to 1 minute and change. Bruno, no decision there.
Such a small stack, like you're just hoping that he has something.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty wet board. I mean there's draws, but like both you could that he could have himself or just also to protect against. So I don't mind raising there. Bruno and Sam, 2 Titans. Promo King also impressive score. Whatever happens, still in it. But these guys are definitely, they play a lot of poker. These 2 guys.
Here we go.
7, 8, and 9, 10 both missing. The Robbie, the Jack 4 right there. Speaking of LA, that's a pretty famous hand. She got someone was playing that yesterday. Here. Actually, it was funny because someone asked yesterday, Hall. Uriah, he like called with Jack 4 high yesterday at one point after he was playing pretty tight, and then he like called on the river with Jack 4. We were wondering if he had seen that hand before or something, because it was just so random. Like he was playing solid, and I think so too, but I don't think so because he's never played really any poker, so I'm not sure. That's but funny. Either way, we are 3-handed. Who is it? Who gets it done? Is it just clean? Does he get to hold? Does Sam just go wire to wire? He's just gonna do it. I got this funny feeling about Bruno today, but yeah, Sam's definitely been chalk.
A spot for Jack 7. Oh, a lot of chop cards.
Yep. Promo King certainly not folding a pair, mid pair.
No, he might be raising. Not
so cards. Ace Jack 4 6. Yeah, that was it's interesting. Gonna go ahead and I was betting big, putting pressure on with the worst hand here.
Interesting. This just feels bad with Jack 7 here, but and then one more over. At least the spades didn't connect. Check. Take
Wow.
Take it down.
Nice hand. Boy, hung in there and got himself a needed pot, much needed. 4-10 off. Samuel not gonna open that one. Deuce 5 off. Pretty dusty hands here. King 10. Walk for the Brazilian. I was saying earlier, if you had any countries, you mentioned Spain. Is there any other countries you battle with regularly that you give a lot of respect to in the poker community, poker world? Like any countries that are impressed you? Just maybe you've played with them or you see a lot of results from them that you notice?
No, I'd say just Spain has stuck out to me. Tight, solid players.
It does go for the all-in, and Promo King with Ace Queen. It's a lot of hand.
Yeah, we're doing
this. It's a big moment for everyone involved.
Oh, come on,
big
threes.
Money jumps.
Come on, threes.
No, Ace Queen. Promo King gonna spike a queen as it is a river fade away from being
show us a no-sider.
very. Ooh, queen again, just in case. And that is going to even things out in a big way. We would have been heads up with all
Now
the
we're
chips for
just
Sam.
even.
Now we have got ourselves a match at 8160. Promoking finds himself back in the driver's seat.
I'd say some Russians. I see a lot of Russians who like to play aggressive.
Yep.
You said a lot of Brazilians are playing poker too.
Yeah, Brazil. I mean, it's just absolutely rampant. The poker growth there. Got guys like Akari, Felipe Ramos. There's all these content creators that have, poker players also doing content, and now it's grown. I mean, I went there in 2019 for a series, and Rio is pretty epic. I've gone to the WSOP as well a few times there. During, I mean, people just love poker there, and it's just growing like absolutely crazy. Getting a little more legality wise too, cleaner. U.S. man, hopefully one day we'll have the liquidity again in the States where you can just you can play, everyone can play a tournament. Like imagine how big it would be right now too. Like Sundays, if you had tournaments where you could just be in your house or stream and
if I could
play
just
with
stream poker
like this
tournaments,
stuff, it would be so fun.
Oh
man.
my god,
I miss it too. It's like I really do. It's fun. We're a ways away. Still, it looks like
somehow.
I think Michigan's adding. I think they're adding Michigan to the where like you can it might pool in with Nevada and Jersey, which helps. That's where I'm from, and be
PA.
nice to be home and like be at home and stream a bit. And,
well, actually, PA was weird because it was legal, but it was just PA.
Yep, that is bizarre. I don't know why they wouldn't pour that in.
Our player pool would max out at like 600-700 players, and you're playing the same guys cash games that are do it literally all day every day, and you're not going to find any tournaments.
Okay, so Jack 7 suited versus Jack 10.
Can raise here, but plenty of hand to take a flop.
Yep, gets out flopped. 7 ace ace. Jack 7 now in pretty good shape.
Bet fold. Or are we going to stick with the paired board check raises? Or just raise on this? Oh. Thinks Jack 10 is enough to peel. Is this a float where he's going to look to take it down later?
Bet his gut shots like Jungle Man after getting checked 2 once. Nope, just checks over. So Jack 7 does have a winner. It's able to show down.
Romo, remember he got blasted off the dunk not long ago.
Yeah.
Does he go again? He does. And Bruno had to have a plan to raise this river. Or the flop call is kind of weird. Promo has to be ready to call this if he's donking, I think. Okay. This works.
Use the restroom one more time. Just been drinking a lot of water. I'll be back 1 minute.
Oh, chat. We got 3s or 7s. Ace 8, not the worst hand 3-handed, but you got to fold here. Are we calling or raising? Just calling. And getting a disaster flop. Romo obviously has the advantage, being the pre-flop raiser. Lex to pot control, though. I would probably have preferred a c-bet. That's all over his range. Sam has a much wider range there. Just blast. Okay, so the delayed c-bet. The delayed c-bet. The delayed c-bet bluff. I gotta do that more. Ace 9 feels like enough hand to open. Okay. A little bit of paint for everybody. Raise, fold, call. King 8 is best with the king of hearts. I like the check. Samuel, a little bit of rope.
You're seeing this how hard it is to win, right? Like
He's
Sam
lost a
is
couple.
just cruising. Now he's in second, and
You lose one
Bruno's
flip.
dangerous. And
Gotta win your
yeah,
flips to win tournaments.
yep, it's true. King 8, nice turn there. Wasn't sure. Gonna feel a lot better now. Got 2
Bluffable
pair,
card for
although
Sam too. There
Queen
it is.
10, and he's gonna go bluffing with the gut, picked up gut shot. Probably has intentions on a heart to fire it off as well. Obviously, he's got the gut shot now picked up for a jack in his head. Maybe he's against an 8x too, which he was, which happened to be
Bruno.
a king now. So Bruno maybe not wanting
Does he
to
go low
just
variance
close,
and just jam it?
or do you close your eyes, call, and
Yep.
no, he does. He does take it down. He does go for the takedown, and that is Samuel hates to see it, but he is at least going to save himself potentially a river airball.
I like the
shot.
jam there. Like,
Yeah,
you take the chip lead on him.
Instead of just it can get chaotic on the river, and then you're also there's time. Also, he has ace X there. What's he going to do? He might have to call it off with like a strong ace.
Exactly.
He could have. There's hands that you're getting called by, and you're protecting, and important time, important pot. Again, we mentioned like $76,000 jump between third and second, first 100. So 176,000 available between third and first right now. It's a lot. Very healthy prize pool again put on today. Big shout out to GG. Appreciate the tickets. We're going to be giving away at the end a $50 or $100 ticket, as well as Twitter. I got the $50 and a $2,000 giveaway on my Twitter. I'm going to take Nate's advice, I think, and do a big one. Maybe just do 2 1Ks or 1 2K. But we will be doing that very soon. Very fun night yesterday. I'm definitely dragging here today, but it's okay. Well, how old are you, Nate? You're
powering through.
Yeah,
I'm 29.
Okay, shit. Yeah, you're young. You can handle a good night of drinking.
Unless if I'm drinking a lot of water, I can. Otherwise, it's a rough morning.
Yeah,
I'll get home and like crush some pickle juice though. If I have
that works. I've never done that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Back in the days, college days, I never got
a little like saline, helps you out. The hell is going on here?
This is what does anyone have? 4 high, 10 high.
Promo bet the turn. I guess he did, given the pot size.
He's just sort of two-stepping out there. He's got no diamond. He's got a 10. I mean, for King 10 relevancy, I guess could have, but let's see what he's going to come up with here. 8-5 is a winner currently. And he is going to wave the white flags. Sam has to like seeing that. Not much he's thinking he's beaten on that river in particular, with the diamonds completing, the ace over, the straights completed. So good news for Sam back in the mix, as we will place on some 3-handed some more.
Ace Jack must raise in the big blind here. Any creativity?
Queen 8, ace Jack.
No.
We were seeing. Where's all the hands, Nate? We had all these aces and kings and 10s. Now we're getting this dusty hands.
Yeah.
Down the stretch here, no one really getting too much Jack 4 though in the mix.
You guys want to play
7 is
forever.
Yeah, that hand. What's funny? I swear to you, this is true. I don't like you. Oh, you're asking me about favorite hand, and now I can't even say it because it would be so like cliche and corny. But I'm telling you, true story. Jack 4 suited was my favorite hand forever. Damn. Like the first year of poker. Ruined. I don't know why. I would make full houses. I would make flushes, like whatever. I just loved that particular hand. So but yeah, that was like the one back back, like before I even knew like anything about equities, hand rankings. I'm talking like 101, like playing with my buddies for quarters and whatever. That was the hand that just seemed to like would make things happen. But then, Jack 9, once I realized, yeah, you want to have some straight possibility and stuff too, and it matters and all that. But yeah, so anyway, that was that. What's your take? I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but like, what does your gut instinct tell you? And you
So
feel free not to
I
say.
took like 7-8 years off poker when I was 21. I played every day at the casino, so I didn't even know until I got back into it last year about that hand. Then I watched it without any context.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you gotta watch this. I was like, all right, bet. Instantly was convinced she was cheating. Like, it wasn't really a question.
Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense. That's all.
I mean, look, Robbie, she's been a guest on the show. She's been on my podcast. I don't know her well. That looking at it at a first glance, or just like at knowing poker as well,
No
right?
bias.
You're just like, what the hell?
You know poker.
I mean, I will say though, the fact that there was like a bounty, Bill Perkins, one of my closest friends, I know they were talking about this. They put like a big bounty out there for people to collect if there was info. They were doing on Joey's show, talking about, the investigation and stuff. There was also the fact that, what else? There was several other things I looked at, but like that was one of them that like nothing ever came out or whatever about it.
Yeah,
like
through
that
all the investigations.
was kind of like bizarre. There was no like everything, whatever. I don't know, but then also the fact that she gave the money back, that was to me like very bizarre. That was like if you were like, I think again though, you can't really get in her shoes on like what was all happening, but like still that was like that was something kind of like that was
pressure
like,
and
right. So I can.
But if I win fair and square, I'm never fucking giving the money back.
Right, of course. You're just like, all right, like yeah. So like, show me.
I beat you, dude.
Like whatever. But anyway, I'm just curious because yeah, you're in the LA mix. Curious what the sort of the thought was on that, or what the stream games are. There was obviously that whole Postle drama for a long time, pretty shitty and looked bad. Much different stuff with a lot of hands, a lot of evidence, and a lot of, whatever. But yeah, those are two of the more famous situations in stream history as we see a 9 high versus 8s, and honestly 8s on this Queen River, this is I think again
beautiful hand.
Yeah, you feel good about your hand much better. And look at that's also Bruno knowing what to rep and not, and just decides, hey, I'm not going to go rep this because this is like
it's such like it's such a thing like a lot of poker players do. If they're like trying to run a bluff line, they don't think about like how the board's changing and what is going to look real. And a lot of times when the board pairs in the end, the draws miss. It's just these pocket pairs are just going to call you down. So you got to adjust, and sometimes you got to give up. Bruno did a good job there.
Yeah.
Feel a cooler coming soon.
It was so rampant. Now all of a sudden stuff's evened out a bit, and now it's fun. Promoking's actually got the most to combine of Bruno and Sam. All of a sudden, it's just changed. Things have changed, and he's got 8 seconds on the clock. I mean, we might see a first time that maybe only one other time we've had 0-0s in a match, and obviously Bruno's not too crazy far behind with the 2 minutes, so we're getting tight. The blinds are going up, the shot clocks are running out. We are pushing it into an action scenario here, and we will release the giveaway once we get heads up, guys. So that is still, or in girls, that's available. You can click the
guys and girls. Any girls in the chat?
Yeah, like any females out there?
Small percentage of poker players.
It is definitely not a lot. That's something that has never really ever took off, which I'm a little surprised by a little bit, but not surprised, but I just would think it would be more, I should say. Not
it's funny, like, you're out at a bar or something and the bathroom line is always out the door for the girls and the guys that just walk in, but you go to a poker event, it's the complete opposite. Always find that funny.
It is hasn't really got there. I mean, hey, maybe Miss Botez, and she came over, she signed with GG and kind of crossing over some chess and getting more females. She's definitely someone that can move the needle and great ambassador and very, very much into poker. How much have you played with her? You play with her on some streams?
She's a good friend of mine.
She's very cool. I got in the Bahamas. You were there too. Yeah, she was there.
Yeah.
I know she was like upset. I see her. She's like really like she was telling me, she was like, that's one of the questions I was asking her was like, what do you prefer? And she was like, yeah, I play, like she plays so much more poker than chess, or at least for a stretch has been. So
she played, she just played the whole series in LA. I wish I could play. I was too busy. It was a busy week.
But, yeah, it is fun. It's cool. It's nice. LA does have several times a year where there's some great events.
There was just something at the Commerce. Yeah. I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't see who. I mean, it looked like a good turnout. I didn't get the final numbers. I know they were. Sean Deeb was playing, doing well. I think there was.
Oh, was Deeb there? That's
I
another
think I saw
guy
him on
I
the. I
like in the
thought I saw
scene.
him on the. He's a great player. He had a nice weight loss bet. He
Yeah,
executed on that.
he's.
Was. I love
When
those
I
stuff Bill
first met
does.
him
He like.
outside the Bahamas, and he came up
Yeah.
to me because he used to watch the stream,
Okay.
and I did not recognize him because he was down 130 pounds, and he looked like a whole different person. He looks really good now.
Yeah, that's one thing I love. Bill does those bets too. It like helps people change their life. You know, it's like exciting. They're like intense bets, but also like for yeah, generally like he was super unhealthy. You know, it's like nice to see that. And people also he has a, he's one of the best poker players there is. So it's like people respect him, look up to him, and I think we've noticed that in poker there has been a bigger health kick. Right, there's been over the last 5-6 years where the industry has gotten much healthier. Like it's just like the kind of generic, and obviously sitting down all the time and all that. So it's nice to see sort
It's
of like
great.
the been more focused on people's eating and nutrition and health in general. And definitely he was along. Jamie Staples also did that crazy bet back in the day. I don't know if you remember that, where him and his brother switched weights, where there was some big action we had on that, and that was pretty crazy run where they had to like they had to even out weight when they were super spread. But there's been some cool weight loss bets and health kicks. The body fat percentages, those are always intense. Try to get down to like 10, 11, 12%. It gets it's pretty. It's not easy to do.
No,
If you're especially if you're heavy.
pretty brutal.
This was looking like it was gonna be fast, and it's really evened out here. I mean, again, you can see the hands going up in the amount of hand. But we've seen some poker, we've seen some guys battling, and here we go with Sam is gonna have a hard time winning this pot. Although Queen Jack doesn't love this run out, goes from like sitting okay to like less okay. And does Sam even interested here to bluff? I mean, kind of has to, but at the same time,
I think there's better spots.
Does bet it, sneaks in with the look at this. They're literally on dust of a clock, no clock, 5 seconds, 4.
Oh, that is the thing.
3. Yeah, this is becoming
where
wow.
betting big and your guy has 10 seconds is like it does make it a lot harder. Maybe if he has a minute there, you could figure it out.
23 blinds for Bruno. Ace 9, pretty good hand, 3-handed, small blind, big blind, Queen Jack, also attractive. Gonna see a limp. I think Sam can check this one back. Yeah, definitely can pop it up, but it's just sort of nice enough to check back. You're happy.
I like a check.
Yeah. You don't want to get check raised. You're also content.
23 bigs, little fishy.
Yeah. And Bruno gonna whiff the board. Does have a 9 of diamonds, key card, Queen Jack healthily in the lead, top pair, Queen kicker.
Need to see me in these? I haven't played online poker in so long, bro. I really just enjoy live.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It is fun. There's something about streaming on Twitch, though. I miss streaming. I guess now it's everywhere. You stream, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, whatever. But I love going you go on a deep run and get the audience in there and have a good time. It's fun. It is fun to stream poker, but live is just getting that stack. There's nothing like it though.
Yeah, I mean, stacking up chips is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, it's also just like it's cool to talk to people, meet people too, and get to play. But
this is turning into a big little pot here.
Yeah, it did escalate. Queen Jack.
Sam with the diamond jack. Could definitely go for some value. Locking Queen 10. Yep. Gonna rip it.
Wow.
Great bet. I think a lot of players check back.
He is. I'm saying I've always known he's great, but like today I just feel like he's really like
he calls it.
He gets the call, man. This is why he's the best, dialed in. Bruno, who is one of the more impressive players you're going to get to see play, goes out third place. This very tough Brazilian. 334 now. We got a 100K heads up match in the building. We are going to get to see a winner today. And wow, what a nicely played hand from Sam.
He is thin value. Better than anybody.
12 million, 10 million, pretty even here, guys and girls. We are going to be gonna see it out. Just a clean 100K heads up match just between friends. 10 buy-ins. Sam up top there, Promoking at the bottom. You can see their results flashed and fanned out on the right and left of your screen. Samuel, who is the number 22 overall player in rankings from last season, number 11 this current season, as he is in an impressive impressive form right now. And this is, again, you got to give it. He's got the chip lead, slight advantage, and you just, Promoking, cheers to him, played well and is going to lock up at least second. But again, I think you just got to have your money on Sam here.
I win both. Both these are my guys, by the way. Just saying.
You're right. That was that hit me a delay.
You owe me dinner next time I see you.
Yes. Wow. That was man. You got there's no sweat. Usually there's.
I know my guys, man. I know.
You did. You made some good picks. I think you might have picked down maybe the Promoking. I can't remember. You got him kind of deep. I think I actually skipped him as well.
I got him second phase.
Okay. You did, yeah. I think, yeah, makes sense. Yep. Yeah, you got good picks, and there it is. The money is fanned out on the table, and there's 100,000 to play for here. We're gonna see who's got what it takes today. I think Promoking would be his first win. Samuel Vousden with a chance to add. Let's just pull it up. How many titles do we say? Is it 2 or 3? Which I think he's got a lot of final tables. Let's see. He's won 4 final. He had 12 final tables, 17 final tables with 2 wins. This would be his third, and it's got some big scores on GG. 18 million in GG.
This guy's a different breed. Every season, he's been over 40% in the money. That is
shocking.
Pretty gross.
Pretty silly. Yeah, not someone you like to see when you're casual and you're just coming in. You don't want that there's not much given away there.
What's a good tourney cash rate? 20%?
Yeah, probably it starts getting good. And we are going to have a potential 0-0 showdown. This essentially has that already with the 2 seconds left. Promoking going to take a little bit of blood there. 10.6 to 11.9. So I call it 12 million, 10 million. Slight edge for Sam. And
yeah, Chad, I need a lot more practice before I start playing Sam. Can't lie.
Yeah, this is, again, these are, like I say, it's like a forced study session in a way, for if you call it that, with like a final table, you get to really, it's one thing to watch a video on YouTube or, check it out. But like when you're really in the mix and you're like calling it and predicting and thinking what's going to happen, and you're getting to watch it in real time, obviously that's more fun because it hasn't happened yet. And it's like on a slight delay, but it is a great way to get better. And we've seen this a lot where people have come on and done the show. And then, I'm not going to be shocked if I see you knocking something down in Vegas this summer. I feel like it definitely is a nice way to kind of train and get in the mix for the tournament play. It's just so different than cash games tournaments.
It is. Final tables especially. It's like a mini game within a tournament. And then heads up is a completely different game.
That's who's on the show?
My weakest, but who's on the show?
I'm saying from our nutcase, Daniel came on. He was.
Oh, I saw a clip. Yeah.
Daniel, he's good. He knows how to play.
Yeah, he's got the best accent.
Yes. Queen 6 suited, Queen 5 off. Queen 5 gonna make the pair. Hard to do. Make a pair out flop, out of position. Gonna get there and check back from Sam.
Seems like a bet fold spot. Ooh, trapping the 5. Queen high looking better now.
Yep. And the 5, again, Queen 6 suited, so does call.
Queen high's pretty good hand there.
Good value bet. Not too unreasonable to think that. Yeah, I wouldn't say mandatory, but going to be betting that a lot. Again, heads up, make it a paired board. King 4, Jack 9 suited. Jack 9 suited in the big blind here. Gonna like the hand. It actually goes for the raise, not just the call. And some of the reason to do that instead of just call, you might ask why. Well, then there you go. Look at that. You force some Queen X, King X to fold. That's a good result in itself. And of course, Jack 9 suited. A lot of playability post flop here. Ace 10, Deuce 10 dominates. Promoking not going to go ahead. And we got ourselves a heads up match for 100K, and we are pretty even here. Pretty even. No sweat for the dinner bet. And that means what? The audience is going to win a $50. I'm going to go ahead and choose a winner here. Guys have
Yep.
last chance.
No deals, chat, in this tourney. Later
No
winner.
deals. It is going to be a giveaway. I will get the winner. Going to do that here in a second.
Let's see something spicy here. 4-5 has to call. Can raise, actually.
Over 100 of you have hit the thumbs up.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
There's the raise.
$50 coming. $50, and you got to sell. So what's the dinner? What's the spot? Where do you want to? What's the place you'd like to? If you were to cash in on a good dinner, is this? Ooh, Ace Jack suited gonna rip it.
Laid. Just the way I drew it up. Well, I can't tonight, unfortunately, but
yeah, it won't be this trip. Definitely, I gotta leave in the morning.
Next one, I'll just find the most expensive one I could find and get a raise.
That works. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering what that is out right here. Out now, you should definitely
out here. It's probably like Nobu, Malibu.
It's a good spot. I've been there. Well, I've been a while actually, but that's definitely that's a little tariff tax on everything there. It's a good spot. All right, there's a break that we're not going to be
breaking.
Not taking. We're going to be skipping. That's one of the things with the delay. We get to skip through the breaks.
Right.
Because this is in the future. We're in the Matrix future, but it's a slight delay with obviously a little buffer. So this is it. They're on the zeros. We got 0-0. 0 zeros on the clock. Go ahead and see how that impacts things. It definitely is making for quick. And we are going to see, I guess, blind's just going to go up that much faster too, because there's no more chess clock to work with. It's just as the cards come out.
Feeling good about Samuel here. Yes, might lose some chips here.
Deuce 10, King 4. Both players a pair. We see that. I know they understand. They understand the hardness, the difficulty level to make pairs. So Deuce 10 certainly going to be sticking on at least for a call. Diamond Queen over. There is a 4 diamonds there, but Deuce 10, this sort of shrinks up everything. The diamonds now a lot more hands that can beat you, and the over randomly maybe a queen, just less exciting. King 4 though will check back as well and still has a winner. Likely just going to be a check, and then
I think Sammy could find a check here. It's been pretty spot on.
Yeah, King 4 showdown. No, the 5 don't love that either. Probably just check too. Don't think there's much reason to check or to bet, but does go for a bet. Interesting. So interesting.
Opens himself up to a raise. All right, good value.
It's a call. Nice value bet. Very nice bet. Both players want this, of course, 100,000, and another notch on the title be third for Sam. Be the first for Promoking. Jack 10, Jack 6. No player making pair here. No one making a pair backdoor clubs. Jack 10 high. Likely going to just take it. But
backdoor clubs.
Float in the 6.
Rips the 6.
Will make the 6.
Oh. Pressure bet. Just eating everything.
So he hits the 6 and then gets check raised, then calls, and now the ace, and that is a great card.
He's got a boat.
For Promoking. I mean, that is a really nice run out for him. I mean, he's going to be a little worried, but you can't be too worried. You got the 6. You have to lose to like 7s plus, and just give up Jack 10 and take it down and even it out. Back up. Little separation from Sam, back to sort of even now. Promoking, will he get it done? Hearts would be a big moment for him to hit a flush sort of board, because that would put a big dent in Sam.
Don't fall for it, Sam.
On the limp. He is going to shoot it up. A7 suited, definitely not folding.
Probably just a call, yeah. Oh, good little flop. King
Yeah,
high.
4-5
Whitney
of hearts. You
open-ended.
took the aggressive lead, and now you get a 3-6 with I'm
Yeah.
sorry, 1 heart. That is about as good a flop as you can get, other
Doesn't
than
get better than that.
your hand. And A7 suited though, definitely going to come along. And now a pair and a gut shot.
Definitely keep betting here. Surely can rep a king.
Yeah, the A7. I mean, suited, you do beat hands. You got to remember it was a limp and a raise.
He calls it.
So the 4 is good.
Kind of a tough
And
spot now for the 5-4.
The 5-4, yeah. I mean, kind of not sure where you're at. It's like, do you need to bluff? Do you not?
Does
Do you want to?
call,
You were also the
call.
razor pre check and A7. Maybe does he
Check guess?
See, that's concerning
Yeah.
for the A7. I think they know. Like, it's almost like if you bet, there's a chance you're winning. But now when he checks, you kind of realize it's likely that they have a little bit of showdown. So
he checks
that's
it.
tough.
Ugh.
Yeah. Nice hand. Nice hand from Sam.
Donate. Raver Poker in the chat. What's up, Raver? Hustler guy.
Oh, I think I saw. Yeah, I think I
Hustler
saw.
guy.
Nice, nice. Hope I saw some comments and he was having fun yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you met him yesterday.
I'm not sure. A few people I'm not sure I met yesterday. That was a little foggy at the end, but fun. Too much fun. I love these shows are great. I mean, there's the stream games really are. It's a lot of work that goes into them. You know, to get the lineups, to do all the stuff, to get it all make it all work, and they really got a nice system going here. So they have a really good, steady, consistent.
So many flaky people in poker as well. So like, it's hard to get a lineup consistently, 5 days a week.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. Oh yeah, Raver. Oh no, of course. No, I remember that. I'm not that foggy. I'm just saying I don't remember everyone that I didn't know you as that was your username, Raver Poker. But
yeah, you probably met him as Kyle.
Yes. Yeah. Very nice guy, very pleasant, said kind words, and I like I said, I got a little crazy. It really did. I mean, I wiped out. You gotta see this clip. That was like a legit wipeout. I ate it like on the off the stage. It was bad. As I said, why they have the waivers. That could have it gets a little crazy. I'm sure someone's walked through into the glass. There's probably been some incidents there. I'm sure there's
someone smashed the door and it shattered at the game I was playing. He tried to open it. And I have a clip on my thing. It's hilarious. Like, just this big guy just shatters this massive glass door. And he goes, "Oops, that's my bad."
Yeah, that's definitely not good. That
after getting stacked for like 25K.
Wow. Pair against flush draw with it. Nice turn.
Just check it, Sam.
Sam is gonna
just check. It's third pair. Not gonna improve. Good check.
I had some the Moscow. The question I was drinking Moscow Mules, but then the thing that escalated was like the shots. They were healthy shots, bunch of 42. I think I don't know how many were passed out, but it was definitely
bartenders can give some hefty ones.
Heavy pour there. Oh, all right, 6-7. Gonna look him up, and Promoking gonna narrow again. They're sort of like he's getting him whittled down, and then he comes right back and 10 mil over 10 now. An ace queen suited, nice little starter hand there. Heads up. You know the computer hand, Nate? I know you do. You know, we asked you this, right? You know the terminology.
Yeah.
You got it. The queen 7 off is where you sit in the middle, heads up. 5-9, definitely below. The best ace queen suited, very high up on the range for heads up.
Heads up is funny. It seems you just, if you have a pair, you're calling it down. A lot of the time. Can check raise here, but it will not work.
That would definitely not work. Ace queen suited, going to be enough hand there to take it down. Sort of tighten it up a little. Blinds are big, 122.50. 100,000. Just a cool 100 pack for the difference between first and second. The glory's great, but 100 stacks is nice. That's 10 buy-ins in this tournament.
4 mules, 6 shots. Oh, that's a lot of drinks.
I had more than 4 meals for sure. I don't know their shots. I was hoping it was less than 6, but that makes sense. It might have been 6 shots. It was definitely more than 4 mules. At least like I probably had 8 or 9 or something.
toasted then.
No, it was toasted. We had a lot though on the Poker Go on the stream there. We had a lot of mules.
We at least 7 of those. Yeah, they were going down easy.
Then the nutcase tequila. What's a nutcase margarita?
Espresso martini.
Espresso martini nutcase. That was. Yeah, that was a lot.
Those were nice. Phil fucking chugging two full cans.
I love like the first how we started started off like, oh yeah, whoever wins the first hand chugs it. And listen, nutcase is delicious, of course, great, but like, yeah, I don't want to chug. Like, dude, he was having a burger,
drinking alcohol.
I was like to have a chug a nutcase while having like a burger and like that was everyone's like full like.
Everyone folds. It feels like yes, I won. He wins his $200 pot.
Yeah, that wasn't his best idea, but he got to do it. At least it was his idea. He did it.
I keep telling people about his ace jack suited fold. I just found that the funniest fold ever.
Oh yeah. I actually remember. Yeah, I remember exactly that hand.
You were talking shit on him.
I was like, what? Like, I mean, listen, I get it. Like, it's just, but come on, that doesn't even matter. You can know he has aces, and you still like just call. Right. Just like you flop
like a $300
jack or flop a straight or a flush or anything. It's just like. That was weird. I wonder if he stands by that one.
Or I'm sure he does, bro. He could never. I don't think Phil's a guy that like changes his mind.
Doesn't waver, but yeah, you got to give him credit. I mean, he does. He made a great fold to me. I kind of bailed him out talking a lot with the queens. But I honestly, I thought it would get him to. He took like 3 minutes though. Like I didn't say anything for like 3 minutes, and then then I thought maybe it would look weaker if I started talking after nothing happened. But yeah, it was whatever. Anyway, blast. We'll do it again. We're gonna run those back, and it is here. Gonna see Queen King, and wow, here we go. Gonna get the action up and snap fold and switches the script now. Promoking slight advantage, 12-10 now.
Oh, and he's running hot.
Kings. He is on a little. He's going to min raise. I mean, the thing is, he's going to shoot it up, and this will take it down.
Or he calls. Oh, Sam, just rip it, bro. You've had enough. Promo's getting the better hands for sure.
Yeah, so far. There you go. As you say, that gets the worst hand in the game. Does have discipline, folds it, not going for memes, not going for whatever, just folds ace-10 suited. Gonna get a walk, unfortunate for Sam. Both players with really bottom of the barrel hands here. Maybe just a fold from Promo. I don't know. It's interesting heads up styles, right? Some guys play like 95%, 98. Some really do fold, some bottom hands, some limp, full range. So just different, really depends. Promo King seems like a little more
from the big blind with the ante. I feel like some people might just play 100% to small raises. Actually, the ante is weird in this. It's not a full big blind ante, is it?
Yeah, it's not. Nice hand, Queen 8 suited. I mean, Promo King's definitely playing a little tighter. Jack 7 suited, Queen 5, no pair. Versus middle pair. Promo King does go for a bet. Looked like he didn't want to do it, but he did.
Jack 7 going nowhere.
Yep, better card for the Jack. Feeling more confident that that's good. And no improvement.
And donk here. Oh, he hit a 6 or something.
King 8, 4, 5. Yeah, not getting the real big matchup at the moment to have a confrontation, but I mean, they're really dead even, right? 11, and it's literally on the spot. They've got the same stack. This pot will dictate who's going to have the slight lead again, but
maybe these blinds to ramp up.
Yeah, they're in another. I think it just did go up, but so it's another 19 hands now. So we just had a kick up, but it was a 125, 250, and Sam gonna win that one. We're at 153 now. So yeah, it's getting what 40 bigs.
I just need a king high flop here. There we go.
There you go. King high, king nine, definitely some chops, but at the moment, king nine has king five in a bad spot, but will chop a lot. 10, jack, queen, king, ace, king nine.
Love the raise. Nice.
That's a good card for Sam. Very good card. Now the nine, and is all of a sudden a pretty big favorite to.
He can bet big here.
Yeah, I mean
2 mil. Oh, he checks it. It's gonna
does
be
check.
pot
He's got to
control
be
now.
he's got to be worried about the 10 slightly. It could be out kick too. He's against Jack Queen and some draws too. But the 8, what a card, does have it. Does have himself a winner.
Let's have it. Straights missed. Flush missed. Probably have to value bet. Oh.
Wow. Is he trying to end it right now? Is he trying to end it right now? Promoking's got no time. I mean, he could literally call it off right here. This could be it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he makes a really nice fold. That was close. I mean, yeah, maybe they definitely would have thought about it longer, but with time, had no time bank. Wow.
Samuel just going for the Hail Mary.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I guess kind of knowing where he was at. En's gonna bet that turn.
And congrats to Alan. I'm shoving. You just won a $50 ticket on GG. We will get you that. I'm going to go ahead and this could be over any moment. So we're going to just make sure we got the winner announced. And Sam now up to 14.4 million.
Here comes a 3-bet. We calls. King Jack. Check bet call. If he had more time, probably call. Yeah, he might have.
No, I mean, he definitely would have taken it, right? He would have thought about it for a
Yeah.
while. Like it was close. I think he just ultimately was like, yeah, I'm that kick. You know, this. Does he just bluff it off there? He might though. I mean, Sam's definitely willing to shove it in there with Queen Jack or whatever, right? He's willing to bluff. Definitely. Yeah, that was sick. That was sick.
Take it down.
King Jack. All right, there it is. Over a 2-1 lead now.
That was sick. But I think if he just bets 2 mil, 3 mil, he gets snapped. I respect it though. Going for the let's end this.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to blame. You couldn't blame if you did call, right? Top pair. A lot of
No.
stuff does miss. Of course, it's heads up, hard to make pair. It just really, again, nice fold from Promo King. We've been giving a lot of praise to Sam, and he deserves it. But Promo King to get heads up, tough field, done well, been pretty healthy the whole time. Of course, got boost with the aces to ace king suited early on. It'd be over 6 million, but really kind of hung in there the whole way and had the chip lead at a few points.
Been playing solid.
$10-7. Seems like a good hand to bluff.
Yeah.
He's kind of got like
a lot of random cards hit.
He's got a 10. He's got a spade, some sort of made hand capability. One of the worst hands he's going to have too. He could have 6-7. He could have 10 jack.
Spot.
He has a spade. Yeah, all that seems like a good ticker for it.
I got 8 cents. Foul. You. Foul on you.
Queen 5, 8, 6. Here we go. A little bit of everything. Someone's got something. Sam with the 6, 5 on. This could be a expensive pot for Promo King. Again, the blinds are up now. It's definitely at some point getting out of kind of wiggle room.
Just gonna raise to find out. Nope, just call. Picks up a gutter.
BCR. Yeah, this is definitely
Plenty of hand to bet. 9 should not improve promo at all, unless he has 7-8. But 7-8 could raise a lot on that flop. Now promo's in guess mode, and he's guessed wrong. This could be it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, against in as played, I don't think he's going to worry about the ace. So
I don't think he is.
He's going to go for. He might just go for it here. He really might. He might go for it. This would be extremely. Oh, it's impressive. It's impressive. And if you're promo king, is this the way you want to go down? You're going to call with the 5.
Just guessing on the whole way.
Is he going to do it? He's been getting kind of pushed.
Good
he
fold.
folds, makes a good fold, but he did lose some chips, and now
shows him the 8.
He is low. He is in trouble. Ace 4 suited. We're gonna get near and all in here any moment. This is Jack 6 Ace 4. This one won't be
ripping it.
He's gonna rip it, and it's gonna be. Oh, he goes for the limp a little bit. Little curious on this one because again, you're kind of welcoming all these any kind of hands, and if you shove, you might get called by worse. And here now, you're sort of like, you know, I don't hate it. I mean, it's like it's high tech trappy. It's definitely high variance. You're gonna. You know what I mean? You're gonna get
if I get
yourself
ace
in
4
trouble.
suited, yeah, just get me in there.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're gonna get called by like Queen Jack 2 or Jack 10
Exactly.
maybe, or suited, or you know, King highs and stuff. So like now it's sort of hard to like get the. I mean, the other side is you do hit the ace, and you have to get kind of a perfect situation. Hit an ace, he pairs like hard too. He's calling, huh? With Jack 6 high. Interesting. Just thinks he's got the best hand sometimes with the limps.
Just gonna rip it. Check. Same to find a jam there. Yeah, I mean, like Jeff said, it was hard. It's hard for that 9 or ace to connect with anything that promo had that wouldn't raise.
This could be. I mean, ace 4 off, king 3 suited. He's got like 13. What's that? 12 fin ice. I mean, he's got okay, close, very close, getting in that range where he's a little
bigs.
shorter. He's probably gonna go for it, but king 3 suited does pass. Oh, ace king.
No, here comes the double
4.
up.
Is he gonna get the double? I mean, he
gonna
goes
flat
for the limp
raise.
again. He's gonna rip. He might just rip.
Gonna rip.
The ace
And
4
here comes
for
the
sure.
double.
It's gonna be a. Well, it's going to be a snap call and cards on their back. Almost 10 mil in the pot. Can Sam strike it? Clean 9-9-10 ace
10.
king for the double. Jack 10. Is a spot. Can he hold?
4 Jack 10.
No, it's
Wait,
a
this could be
low. Oh, it's a deuce. It's a deuce. I honestly thought it felt like it looked like it was, but so we got 12-9 again. Nate, we're back. We're back in the mix, man. We're going for a record stream. I think we said it's 3. What's the guess? Like 2.5, 2:15. We're actually at 3 hours. This is a full.
3.
I would have felt bad if I had won the dinner. I would have felt bad. I'd be like, hey, yeah, come on the show, man. All right, and you're gonna treat.
Hey, you owe me money too, by the way.
Yeah. And, thanks for coming. Yeah, I think that's a rule. 3 hours.
No, it's
plus,
a fun 30.
Auto out. I gotta be a can't win a dinner. But here we go. Queen 10, king deuce.
Wait,
7 on the turn.
What is the king deuce calling for?
King high, heads up. You know, he's beating queen jack, jack 8. He's beating 7-8. He was doing stuff. It is heads up with king high. 10 on the river. Nice.
King high looks better now with the 10. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not gonna be. It's just like. Just a great run out, of course, for Sam. 2.7 king high. I mean, again, they'll start calling about hero calls here. Some of the hands semi bluffs do complete or improve, so not necessarily with the 7 turning out. It's not like a fist pump. Yeah, he's just gonna get out of the way here. All right, we'll play a little longer. Everyone at home, hope you're enjoying. Let us know where you're watching from.
Romo's been playing it slow and tight, and actually, here we go.
This has got the making of some. There are some cards here that could end it. Of course, there's one in particular.
Yep.
The king would be a lot to overcome.
Oh, game over.
Wow.
That's
All right.
it.
That's a pre. I'm gonna put the pre GGs out. This is one of those slow motion train wreck. There's nothing to talk about here. Top pair, top kicker against the nuts, and Sam gonna slip it over. Club draw out there as well, and 1.3. Let's see. Sam's gonna find a way to build this into a big pot, and this is gonna be night for Promoking. Almost certainly this shallow at this stage.
Jam?
Let's see how Sam plays it. If he's gonna check, call, close his eyes, or does he want to start raising here? Realizing that he unblocks all the pairs.
Oh
Just
my
calls
God.
ace on the
It's
river.
over.
I mean, this is just
Good night,
insult
chat.
to injury. Hey, Nate, this has been fun. Everyone at home, thank you for watching. Promo King, you play great. This is a nasty cooler to go heads up and go out. And he's just thinking, oh my goodness, I got effectively
what amount do I get paid?
And he goes for 4.1, and then I mean, he's
yeah.
gonna puke when he gets raised, but he'll still just think, okay, hey, like ace 9, ace 5,
King queen,
king 9 hands in, and it's gonna go. It's gonna be a snap call, and he's gonna get the bad news, and that is going to be it. Your guy Sam Vousden, who came in with 115 big blinds, start to finish, gave up the chip lead for a little bit, but there it is in the lower right. Third time winner, legend of the game, regardless one of the best to do it. Gets another notch there as he is going to see and rock that Finland flag. Well played, Samuel. Really impressive performance. Going to be a lot of hands to talk about, and really thin value all the time. Brought the A game, did his best. I mean, I was impressed. Takeaways, Nate, what do you think?
I mean, just some of the thin value bet that he got away with throughout the whole tournament was pretty crazy. He was super aggressive. Promo played a different kind of style, you know, like real solid and relatively tight, and you know, secured the top 2. So well played by him too. And what a way to end it.
That was a banger of a hand right there. 434 going to first, 334 for second. So many people in today on the chat. Appreciate a lot of you guys coming over from Hustler from yesterday too. That was a blast. Had a really good time here with Nate. Again, we got to play in a cash game a few weeks ago, and now here. Really do appreciate you taking your time today and coming on and doing this. Hope we can do it again in the future. Love to have you on my podcast. And again, a pleasure, man. You definitely know what you're talking about, and I look to see you in the World Series. Can't wait to see what you do this summer. I got a feeling you're going to make some really good runs when you're out there.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having me. Thanks, GG, and thank you, chat, for stopping by. You know.
Love it. Thanks again, guys. Nate Hill, give him a follow. We'll see you guys on not next week, the week after on Tuesday, same time, same place. Week from not this week, 1 week after early June. We'll see you, and I'll see you guys in Vegas.
Take it easy.